Good morning, everybody. Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our 100th episode of the SMP Live. And guys, we have got some really cool things that we're going to do today, and some great giveaways. But we also got a brand new feature that we're going to test today and try out. And we're going to have a call-in show today. So you're going to actually be able to call us, give us a call in. And so if you have a question for me or one of the guests we're going to have in today, you can call the number. So Kennedy, do we have that number?
We do have that number.
Let's put the number up on the screen for everybody so y'all can write this number down. There it is. It's 760-278-1440. So not only can you chat now, you're going to be able to call in on the show, and you're going to actually talk to Kyle. So that's Kyle is running the switchboard this morning for the call in. But in the studio this morning, right here with me, I got Rockin' Roger and Kicking It Kennedy. They're here and running the console. And Kyle's in another room trying to figure this phone system out. So if y'all gonna have any if you want to call in, you'll talk to him, and then he'll get you set up where you'll be on the show. But what we'll have to do is when we get you everything lined out, we will give you a call back to actually put you on the air. So Kennedy will be doing that right from the console.
Oh, yes.
And so you'll have to answer your phone when we call you back, and we'll put you up on the air, and you can ask questions. But one thing I do ask, if you do call in on the show, just if you're watching or listening to the show on your computer or your TV, just turn the volume down so we don't get an echo. But that'll be a new feature this morning. So, guys, I got to tell you too, we're so happy. This is our 100th episode, and that is so crazy that we've been on this show 100 times. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? So, but we've got a couple special giveaways today for the show. Since it's our 100th episode, we're going to give the 100th anniversary edition Necky sewing machine away today, and we also are going to give a PRS 100 Brother embroidery machine.
What?
$5,000 embroidery machine
giving
away today. So we're going to give some other things away too, but that is the two big items today, and to celebrate that 100th episode, and also some $100 gift certificates to SMP. So it's some great stuff today, and so you're going to be one of the people that can get a chance to win it. You have to be on the show to win, and so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Happy 100, y'all.
A couple dates, guys, I want to remind y'all of to write down. Make sure you write these dates down and keep it in. On January the 19th, we're having our Baby Lock Showcase, and what that's involving, Baby Lock has just released some more machines that we're going to have to be able to sell online. Before you can only get them in the retail stores. Now you can be able to buy them online. We can ship them nationwide to you. And we're going to highlight 6 of those machines on the show on the 19th. Then on the 26th, you got to make sure y'all attend on the 26th. It is called Fabric Palooza. And we are going to have a huge fabric sale. And we're going to have them in yard and 3-yard increments that are pre-cut in packages. And we're going to have them here on the show, show you, the patterns and tell you all a little bit about it. And it's going to be a very fast-paced, fun day with fabric. So we want y'all, if you want to load up, plan on attending, because it is going to be a ton of fabric we're going to show. And when I say we got some unbelievable prices on it, we have some unbelievable prices. And this is not just old stuff. This is like current fabric. Some of the last year's fabrics and things, but it's really nice fabric, higher end fabric. And so we're going to have a lot of cool stuff we're going to show. So make sure y'all write those dates down. They're going to be pretty good. So Samantha Taylor said, SMP is always has great prices. Well, thanks, Samantha. We try really hard. And, our motto is, if we can get a better buy from the vendor, we pass those savings right on to the customers. So that's kind of what we do. We're constantly trying to work to get buy, better. And when we do that, we can pass it on. What's that say?
Fritz 24.
Fritz?
Yeah.
Fritz 24. V Fritz. Okay. Can't wait for the Fabric Palooza. I can't either, V Fritz. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is the first time we've ever had fabric on the show or anything like that. So We're going to have some really cool things on that. Kathy says, love the idea of Fabric Palooza. I do too. I think it's going to be awesome, Kathy. And so, hey, this morning I want to say a big shout out to some of our SMP Nation out there. We got Cindy King. She's watching in Texas. We have Kathy Reddick in California, Doreen Warren in Central California. We have Aline Rector in Kentucky, Angela Ellis in Pennsylvania, Kimberly Burley in Indiana, and Samantha Taylor is watching in Texas. So good morning to all y'all and good afternoon. Hey guys, we have, I hope the weather is okay in your area. We are getting, I know, a couple weeks ago, everybody across the almost the whole nation,
got snow.
They got snow or got the very cold weathers. And we out here in Southern California were 70 and sunny and in perfect weather. This week, however, it hit us. It's been cold and raining for over a week and a half now. We've had about 4 or 5 inches of rain. Some places are flooding around Southern California, but it's been, not real, terribly cold.
No.
But it's been, when I went to visit Baton Rouge, it was in the 20s, in the teens, it got down. But we're, in the 50s every day, and at night it's getting down in the 40s. But
it's soggy.
But it's just that rain, and it makes it a little colder. So, but we hope that you're getting better weather where you're. I know they had a big heat wave coming from the south, from like Florida all the way up through, Georgia and Arkansas and Tennessee, and they were seeing 70-degree weather.
That should help melt some of that snow everybody was complaining about.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I also got to say our condolences to Jane Klaus. Her mother-in-law passed away unexpectedly yesterday, and she was going to be on our show, but that happened. So our condolences to Jane's mother-in-law and their whole family. Our thoughts and prayers with them. I know Jane and her husband were having to rush to Buffalo yesterday, so I hate to hear that. So anyway, but we got a great lineup, guys. We have Joanne Banko is going to stop by and say hi today on the show. We have Carly Bell going to stop by and say hi. We got Amber Bingham going to stop by and say hi. And we have Nathan Nasnick from Grace going to stop by and say hi. So we still got a great lineup of guests, and we're going to kind of talk to them about certain machines and things. And the guys, we are going to recap some of our most popular promos that we've had through the whole year last year. We went back and looked and all the different things, and so we're going to highlight some of those promos, and we're going to actually reintroduce the promo, Roger.
That's good.
We're going to actually give them the price of the promo last year on some of these items. So if you missed out last year on some of these things, we're going to have it today, and it's going to be today only. That's the thing. And so we're very limited now on the amount of what we can sell at these prices we're going to have. But we're going to show you some of those promos and some of the most popular ones that we had and this year, and then we're going to talk about it. But anyway, we're going to put that phone number back up there. So I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all got any kind of question for me, or if you want to talk to Joanne this morning, the number is 760-278-1440. Again, that's 760-278-1440. And you can call in and have your question. And as soon as Kennedy, it comes up on her screen over there, who you are and your phone number and things. So as soon as we see that, and basically Kyle's going to say who you want to talk to, it'll put that in the notes. And then Kennedy will make an outbound call. And that's how it's going to work this morning. And but anyway, make sure y'all write that number down so you'll have that handy. But hey, let's go ahead and get into the show, Kennedy. Let's go ahead and bring our good friend Joanne Banko to the show.
All right.
Hey, hello SMP Nation, and congratulations on this 100th show. I think it's just it's incredible.
I know, Joanne. It's we were talking about this in just like a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I can't remember how long now, but Roger Kyle's like, we're approaching our 100th episode. And I went, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. And, and that's not even counting like our big, festival shows that we do. And then we've had some special like showcase shows, but just the SMP Live show, this is the 100th episode.
Well, I got to say, Airplane Blaine is always amazing. Roger keeps rocking it.
Oh,
Kennedy
thank
is
you.
kicking it every time she's on. And Big Daddy Kyle, well, Big Daddy Kyle just does what Big Daddy Kyle does.
He does.
Oh,
We got a great team here, and it's pretty awesome. And so everybody, you know, the whole company is all excited about our show today. You know, being the 100th episode, and you know, our call center over there, they were all pumped about it, and you know, Nick's team and Laura Cook's team, and even the warehouse guys are all excited. Like, hey man, this is pretty cool. It's a 100th episode, and so good. You know, I want to say big shout out to all the SMP you know, team in both of our retail stores and at the corporate office. Everybody works extremely hard, and they're kind of, you know, they thought they might have a little breathing room, Joanne, right after Christmas, but you know, it hasn't slowed down. It's still busy.
You know, that's the sewing world we live in. It just keeps spinning, which makes it exciting, doesn't it?
Yes, and you know, we're constantly working, trying to get new products and bring new things to people, and we're working on some really cool stuff right now that we're hoping we get to. One of them is going to be launching. We got, you know, our Stay Perfect table that we have, our tables that we have. We've got some new tables coming, and one of them is it's called an Omni table. It's a single Stay Perfect table, and it's basically like for if you want to use a serger on it and different things. So that we're getting ready to introduce that. That's going to be really cool. And I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag, Joanne, about I kind of hinted before on a couple of shows about another table we're working on that's going to blow people's minds, but it's an embroidery table. It's for your embroidery machine, whether it's a multi-needle or whatever, and it's going to be electric lift, height adjustable embroidery table, and it's going to be able to hold hoops and things. It's going to be a game changer for the embroidery fans out there.
Well, I would like to encourage everybody to make 2023 the year you make your space work for you, wherever that is, whatever you have to do. You know, I know some people, you know, have to sew and set up and then tear down, but you know, there's tools for that too. You had that really great Gidget table, and that's perfect for that. So you've got everything for everybody, no matter what their situation is. And I really I just think that is you're providing such a great service to everybody out there.
Well, thank you for saying that. We tried really hard too. And so one of the things this morning, you know, Joanne, I wanted to just kind of talk to you about and maybe give some guidance to people out there, you know, looking. So, you know, if you're brand new into sewing, you know, what would you recommend them do? Would you recommend somebody, you know, getting just a sewing machine, or do they evaluate like, hey, I want to get into this. Do I want to get a sewing and embroidery machine? You know, that's always kind of the debate when people first start getting into the hobby. What would you suggest?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a great question, and I get asked that kind of thing a lot. More so from people that are looking to upgrade to their next machine or next machine or next machine. But when it comes to shopping for you know, the first machine, or you know, something that you've got an old one in the closet and now you really want to get going, so you want to get something new, or you're buying for somebody else. You know, there's just some what I would consider must-have things, and in all likelihood, that's going to lead you into a computerized machine, unless you're trying to really, you know, look for a budget model. And there are certainly good mechanical models out there, but if you can edge yourself up into computerized, I think having features like automatic, or you know, some type of a needle threader that is, you know, built into the machine is going to make your life so much easier. You know, it's, even if you can see, it's still quicker to thread that needle with a needle threader than it is to, you know, have to do the lick and stick method. So I think it's a good idea. Needle up and down, I think, would be another one of my must-have features. You know, that's just super important. And then you got to try to, you know, figure out, and you're going to have speed control on computerized machines, but you got to figure out, you know, what size throat space is going to be appropriate. And so if somebody's just starting, then certainly a standard size machine is probably going to be just fine. But I know people who are, you know, they're new to sewing, and they're, you know, going out there and buying a machine, and they already know they just want to quilt like crazy. That's what they've got in their mind. So, in that case, you want to get something with a wider throat plate. Now, you touched on sewing and embroidery, and, do you buy a combo? Do you buy one of each? And, that's going to depend on a variety of factors. Number one, space. If you have the space for it, then absolutely consider dedicated machines for the tasks that you're going to do regularly. Because when it comes to tasking, sewing and creative people are great multitaskers. So we can embroider while we're sewing if we have two separate machines for that. And so, think about that. There's so many machines that are affordable now in every range that you can get something that's going to fill, both of those needs. So I certainly have a dedicated embroidery machine, and I also happen to have a combo. But usually I have, one going, doing embroidery, and the other one set up for sewing, or, vice versa, because that's just the way I get more done and more accomplished. And when you're creative, you just want to keep going. You don't want to have to stop to reset things and change things. And, so I think if you were to ask me, like, for people that are buying, their second machine or third machine or whatever, I would say, first of all, write out a wish list, right? I'm sure you get a lot of times people go, oh, I wish it had this, or I wish it had that.
Yeah.
And, you have to, like, ask yourself questions like, what would I really want to do if I had the opportunity? And so a wish list will help you kind of get that dumped out of your mind and onto paper. I'm a big fan of writing things out on paper. And what I really want you to think about when you do a wish list is, don't think about today. Think about tomorrow and the next day and the next day, because any type of sewing and creative crafting equipment is an investment in your own future. And, to me, there's few things on earth that give back the way, sewing equipment and crafting equipment does, because not only are you able to do something for yourself, you're able to create things that literally you are putting love into those stitches and those crafting materials, and then passing it around. And it's really, you're giving gifts that last forever, for sure, because you got the memories, even if the item doesn't hold up for forever. But once you've done that, I think the other thing I would say is figure out what your frustrations are. I bet, Blaine, do you get people that say, oh, it drives me crazy when this happens, or drives me crazy when that happens? And that ties into kind of the wish list, but it kind of forces you to think a little bit deeper, like I say, even like if you're using a machine currently, every time you sit down and something goes wrong, write down what's driving you crazy, so that when you go shopping, you've got, ammunition. Like, I know this is what I really, really need to do to make my creative life better,
Joanne, that is so right. And, a lot of times what I tell people, when they're looking for a new machine, I always ask, what are you using now?
Exactly.
And then I'll say, well, what's the things you love about the machine you have now? Write those down, and then say, what are the things you don't like about it? You wish it was different. And then what you do is you try to find the machine that will fit your criteria. And that is you nailed it right on the head. That is exactly what I would recommend.
Well, the other thing too is, and this is me on, like, this is my motivational speech for the day. Buy what you can afford, but don't skimp on yourself. Don't ever skimp on yourself, because again, what you're purchasing is an investment, and it's an investment not only in what you're able to give to others, but it's an investment in yourself. And I'm known as the sewing cheerleader, but for good reason. But I think it makes your life better and makes everybody else's life better around you too. So buy up rather than down if you can stretch a little bit. And again, I understand, people a lot of times they've got like a certain amount of money. Well, I got an idea for that too. You want to hear it?
I do too, Joanne. You know what? You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to give somebody a $100 gift certificate.
Whoa.
What do you think
See?
about that?
That's what I mean. You got that bonus money can fall out of the sky sometimes just by watching SMP live.
Exactly. So help me do this. I'm gonna let you announce the winner. So
All
Kennedy,
right.
guys, we're gonna give a $100 gift card away from SMP. If you're local Southern California, you can go right into the retail stores and use it. And we have one in San Diego, one in San Marcos. And if you're nationwide, basically what you do is once you shop at SMP, you just, when you're in the shopping cart, you put the code in and it'll knock $100 off your purchase. So Kennedy, we have that wheel ready.
Not yet. Just one.
She is working to get that wheel all greased up this morning.
All right. But
The rain and the cold weather here is causing it not to work right. So she's trying to
I
get that
watched
going.
your news this morning just to check up on all of you there. So be safe. Take care of yourselves for sure. Well, while she's doing that, I was just going to say one more thing about that because, like I said, a lot of times somebody has like a certain amount of money in mind. And if you go shopping, and you've presented so many great deals, I know you're going to do more today, but, sometimes that you think, oh, I didn't want to go that high. Well, if you don't have the dollars, already set aside, you know what? Start asking, because most of the time the people in your life don't want to get you another pair of fuzzy slippers or another, whatever that you don't need. They want to know, they want to give you what you really, really want. And sometimes we just are afraid, especially as women. I'm going to sound a little sexist here, but as women, a lot of times we're afraid to ask. We kind of want it to, like, everybody to read our minds and just give us what we really have in our mind and our heart. But ask for it and say, okay, for my birthday, Christmas, this, I really would like to have something to put towards a new machine. And I bet you when you add it all up, you'll be able to get what you really want.
That's me, Joanne. I'm the same way. I always like, get me gift cards because I can, you put that to something I really want, add it together. And that's a great advice. I love that advice. So right now, Joanne, we're going to give somebody $100 toward their little kitty.
All right.
And with that SMP gift card. So Kennedy, let's spin the wheel. Here it goes, everybody. Betsy's saying, Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Tiana. That's how I would say it. Tiana Hawks.
That's it.
Yay. Congratulations, Tiana.
Congratulations, Tiana. Tiana is watching today from YouTube.
Woo-hoo!
So Tiana, what we need you to do is go to smplive.tv. That's a website, smplive.tv. And you're going to scroll down toward the bottom of that page where you'll see Claim My Prize. You fill out all that information. Once you get all the information completed, hit the submit button and we will handle it from there. So congratulations. $100 this morning.
Wonderful.
First thing, Joanne.
That is so wonderful. I'm seeing in the comments here, people that have gotten things from SMP just recently and they're thrilled about it. The other thing I was going to say is a lot of times, you look at what's popular and, it's not the same as fashion. In fashion, a lot of times what's popular is just going to be a fad and it's going to go away. But really, I think one of the great things that you do there, Blaine, is you present packages and machines and equipment that is very popular, and it's popular for a reason. It's fulfilling all of those things we already talked about, all, solving problems for people and fulfilling their wish list. So a lot of times the things I think that you're featuring are the first things I would look at if I were looking for something new, because it's pretty obvious that a lot of other people are already purchasing it, and that's for good reason, right?
You're exactly right. Well, you know what, Joanne, you want to stay on the line with me, and we're going to call our first caller this morning.
All right.
And so we are going to call Cindy King. Is that right?
Oh, Cindy. Cindy is a friend of mine.
So
a faraway friend, but
so Cindy, answer your phone because Kennedy's getting ready to call you and put you on the air. So Kennedy is working feverishly behind the scene right now to getting all this done.
Cindy does some amazing things. Cindy actually made quite a few of these jean jackets, and I've got some great pictures of her wearing my jean jacket collection. So we got to see each other in Houston and have dinner together.
All right, so we're probably going to hear the phone ringing or calling out.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready. Let's try this. This is going to be the first time Cindy King is the very first call SMP show.
This is
ever.
fun. This is so much fun.
Okay.
All right, Kennedy, let's
We
try
are
it.
calling.
We calling it?
We are. Let's do it.
Guys, we have no idea how this is going to work.
Oh, this is
Y'all
fun.
hear
This
it?
is like old time radio.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Cindy.
There it is, Cindy King.
I'm so glad y'all called me when Joanne was on.
Aw, it's so good to hear your voice. I miss you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Joanne turned me into a jean jacket junkie.
Well, you are a good jean jacket
And I had
junkie.
the
Junkie,
privilege
let
of
me tell
meeting
you.
her this summer, or actually in October, at a show, and I've just had so much fun knowing her in real life now.
That's awesome. Well, Cindy, where are you living at?
I live in Odessa, Texas, and
Okay.
I also wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode. And I posted in the Facebook group, thank you for my extra large red sewing mat I won during the countdown for Christmas.
Oh,
Oh,
fantastic.
that's great.
Well, this is awesome. First time, guys, we could actually talk to somebody and hear their voice other than just seeing their chat. So this is exciting for us, and I hope it's exciting for y'all. But Cindy, thank you so much for calling in and saying hi and wishing us, our 100th episode. And we love that you're an SMP customer, and we love that you got to meet Joanne.
Yes, thank you so much, and I'll be watching the rest of the show. Y'all have a great show today.
Happy
right, thank
sewing,
you.
Cindy. Sending
Thank
a
you.
hug. Say hi to Russell.
All right, so what do you think about that, Joanne?
That is amazing. But that's the way the sewing community is. I mean, I could go through the list of comments that I'm seeing right now, and I, so many of these people I count as friends, and I hope they feel the same way. But just by seeing each other, on the shows and doing a little chit chat back and forth, and then occasionally we get to meet in person, and that just makes it even more special. But we all have a bond, don't we?
It is, you have that common interest, and it's pretty awesome. And I don't even remember. Well, you and I have known each other for so long, but we met. I think the very first time we met was at a brother convention
Yep,
in Nashville,
it sure
Tennessee.
was.
Back, I'm thinking 2012.
Right around there, I would say. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is my 20th year being associated with Brother. I was in the education department previously, and then now I'm actually, considered a brand ambassador. But yeah, 20 years for me this year.
So you and I go back a little over 10 years now.
Yep. That was a great day when I met you, Blaine. Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
That was a
Same,
great
vice
day.
versa. Same to you. And it's one of those things. It's funny how time flies by so fast, because you and I have done so many events and so many things together since then, and it's been a pleasure.
A lot of great memories, for sure. A lot of great memories. I appreciate
Joanne,
you very
so
much
for coming on the show this morning and spending some time with us. And I know it was a thrill for everybody to get to see you, and I know it was a thrill for Cindy to get to say hi to you. And
My
anyway,
pleasure.
I'm sure we're going to be seeing you again real soon in the future. So anyway, I hope you
Okay.
have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.
Thank you. And remember, don't ever skimp on yourself.
That's a good advice.
Happy sewing.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right, everybody. That was Joanne Banko. She is a brother ambassador. And guys, I'm telling you, if y'all haven't bought her book, you ought to buy her book, because we actually sell it. And it's called Wrapped in Embroidery. And we have it on our website. And, it's awesome. And, every once in a while we give some of those away that she autographs. So, but we have that book. If you haven't checked out that book, you ought to go check it out right now. It's pretty cool. And there is Carol Lombardi saying, bye, Joanne, happy stitching. So thank you for being on the show, Carol. That was awesome. So do we have any more callers up?
We do. Who do you want? Let's see.
Who do we have, Kennedy? We're gonna get another caller on air before we. I think we got Carly Bell coming in next.
Should we call Diane Deacon?
Let's call Diane Deacon. So
Okay.
Diane Deacon, we're gonna give you a call.
Okay.
And we have Carly Bell coming up next, and then we have
Yes.
Amber Bingham.
All right. We ready? Here we go.
Let's do it. Let's try this. It worked pretty good with Cindy. It's ringing.
Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, Diane.
Hello?
Hey, Diane, can you hear me?
Hello.
Diane?
Hi, Blaine.
It's Blaine. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We are doing fantastic, and we're so happy you joined the show this morning. And thanks for calling in. This is our first time to ever have a call-in show. We're pretty excited about it.
It's exciting. You know, the whole year, this past year especially, has been exciting with SMP, but wow.
So I got to ask you, Diane, are you pretty much, you watch it every Thursday and you watch most of our shows?
I would say 99% of the time, because I actually still have a full-time job and, you know, working remotely some days here and there, and try, you know, there are a couple times where I have to be called away, but I'm there.
Well, we sure do appreciate you being part of the SMP Nation and you know, being you know, one of our customers. We love that. And have you ever won anything from our show yet?
I have won quite a few times, and I'm very impressed with not only that, and I've purchased quite a few times too. Like the first purchase was the Platinum Juki.
Oh, wow.
Over 2 years ago, and then my cousin loved it so much he had to get one, and then I bought a second one because I'm trying to set up my cutie and you know, quilt and go along those rides. So, and the more recent thing I purchased from you guys was the Stay Perfect single table.
Oh, yes. How are you
So I
liking
can
that table?
hopefully, you know, iron larger pieces of fabric and accomplish more in a short amount of time.
Are you loving the table?
I love the table, and I love I think I won the cutie from you guys. I won a $100 gift card, which I applied towards the table recently, which is fantastic. And even the bags at one point, which I can never get enough of those bags.
Well, hey, you're going to have to use those bags, you know, coming up on the 26th when we have our Fabric Palooza. That way, when you buy all that fabric, you can load them in the bags.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We love talking to our customers, and we're so happy you're an SMP customer, and we love that you're part of the SMP Nation and come on and watch all the shows. And we're happy that you won some stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I love all the educators too. I'm not big into cosplay as far as doing it, but I love watching it, and especially when you had Chris talk on it. That's incredible. And Angela's been incredible. It's all great.
Well, I think we're very fortunate that we, you know, are associated with so many great educators out there. And, you know, Angela Wolf, what can you say about her? Angela was going to be on the show again this morning as well, but she had a fishing tournament that she was entered in. And she goes, well, I can call you from the boat. So I was like, I don't want to interfere in her fishing tournament. All right, Diane. Well, thank you so much for calling in. And it was a pleasure getting to talk to you. And hopefully,
same here.
You'll get to stick around all day and watch the whole show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm through thick and thin to the end.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You have
Happy
a great
New
day.
Year, everyone.
All righty,
You
bye-bye.
too.
All right, guys, this is working out pretty good. I'm actually loving it. So if you want to call in and talk to me or one of the guests, Kennedy is going to put that number back up. It's 760-278-1440. So make sure y'all write that down. It's 760-278-1440. And so you can give us a call, and Kyle will answer the phone and get it all set up. And then Kennedy will have to call you back on your number. So it's working out pretty good. So, hey, let's bring our next guest right on in the show. We got Carly Bell in the house. So, Carly, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Blaine?
Doing great, doing great. So one of the things that you and I always, talk about is different machines you use and all these different things. But what I wanted to ask you is, if you had your one pick a machine, like you had, if I could just say, I know you've got a bunch of machines. If I could just say you could only keep one, which one would it be?
Oh God, it's hard. It's really hard. I'm a little bit spoiled, like you said, because I have several machines, but in my craft room, things have different purposes. But if I could only have one and it did everything I wanted to do, I'd have to say it's this new guy that I got recently, which is the Brother PR 680W. It is a 6-needle machine with a free arm. So before this, I would say the Persona. But this has a few upgrades from the Persona that makes it a really big deal, and that is that it has 6 needles. So if I have designs with 6 colors or less of thread, I don't have to stop and change the thread in the middle of stitching. I can set up the machine to fully stitch everything out without having to lift a finger. Also, the hoop size. I always tell my friends when they are looking at embroidery machines to buy the biggest hoop that you can afford. Of all the bells and whistles that they have out there on machines now, hoop size does matter. I want to make myself a shirt that says that. But there is an 8x12 hoop on this machine, which basically lets me make anything that I can think of, anything that I want to make, whether it be a really large design on the back of like one of those beautiful jackets like Joanne was showing, or large. I love to make in the hoop projects, especially in the hoop zippered bags. I can make a really big bag. I can make in the hoop stuffed animals. I can do quilting in the hoop as big as 8x12. So I would have to say definitely having that big hoop size, having multiple needles makes this machine really great and probably my favorite.
Well, Carly, I knew I had to put you on the spot to get you to say, because I know you absolutely love that Brother Persona, that PRS 100. I know that was kind of your go-to embroidery machine. But, you know, one of the things, too, I know that you have the Baby Lock Altair, which is a combination machine. How do you feel about that? What's your rating on that machine?
I love that machine. And I have to tell you about, I talked about purposes. So whenever I am stitching garments, shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, bags, anything that I guess you could call tubular in a sense, where it would be a real pain in the butt to hoop on a flatbed machine, then I'm going to my 680W. However, I've been doing a lot of in the hoop quilting and making quilt blocks and doing background quilting on things, or even those in the hoop projects. Anything that is not difficult and I don't have a bunch of stuff around that is possibly would get in my way, then I love the Altair. Anything that is just easily hooped and I don't need the free arm for, I'm going to the Altair with. Also, some of the features on that machine, like the IQ designer, is amazing. And I've started playing around with taking a design that I already have, uploading it on the machine, and the machine will automatically create around my original design that I uploaded, which is amazing. So I am working on making some quilts for my girls, and I'm using specific things that are like from them or when they were babies or things like that. And now I can make quilt blocks around each of those things, and my quilting will go around it perfectly, like custom quilting. So that's one of my favorite features on the Altair and why I use it for more of my quilting and my in the hoop projects.
Well, hey, Carly, you know, I know that, you know, you're getting ready to start teaching some new owner classes for us, which is going to be really exciting for people who are buying these. And I know we're getting ready to launch that. And I just want to let everybody know. So if you buy a Brother, it's the PR 680W, or if you buy a Baby Lock 6-needle array, if you buy the Brother PRS 100 or the Baby Lock Alliance, you're getting a new owners class via Zoom with Carly Bell live.
Yep. I'm very, very excited to start teaching those classes. It is one of the biggest things when you buy a machine, it's so intimidating to learn how to use, and especially with these larger machines. So I want to make sure that when you purchase your machine, you are going to learn all the basic functions of it and how to get the most out of it, and give you examples of how to hoop different things, how to adjust your hoops, how to troubleshoot anything, how to use the interface. When you're investing that much money into these beautiful machines, you want to get the most out of it, and you want to make the most beautiful things with it. So I'm very, very excited to start teaching those new owner classes to everyone that purchases these machines from Sewing Machines Plus.
Yeah, we cannot wait to get this started. And we're hoping we're going to have it ready this month. I know they're working behind the scenes to get all the technical stuff done, but it's going to be pretty exciting. So when you buy one of those 4 machines, you're going to get automatically a free class. And it's basically 6 hours, isn't it, Carly? You're going to do one day. The first day is 3 hours, and then we skip a day and come back and do the second day, and it's another 3 hours. And so they're going to get basically the basics all the way through some advanced stuff on that. And I think it's going to be awesome. We're so excited that you agreed to do this, and it's going to be a great time. I'm telling you.
I know. I'm really, really excited. And I know just from working with others on my YouTube channel, and I have a membership group where I do private Zoom classes, people have questions, and it's hard to always relay those questions, whether in a chat or an email. So when you can actually talk to someone face to face, even though it's over Zoom, it helps that information sink in so much better, whether you're getting your question across correctly and you're getting an answer that is actually helpful.
You're exactly right. And, that's the thing we're really trying to bring in. We're going to expand that too. I think Carly later on is going to do some more machines. If you purchase those through us, you'll get those what we're calling new owner classes. And so we're going to be doing that, and along with other things. So I know, Carly, you're still doing, is it every Friday night you do your sip and stitch class?
It's every other Friday.
Okay.
So we are having one tomorrow, and I've switched things up and started doing them in the morning. So I'll be live tomorrow at 10:30 Central. And I'm excited because it's our first show of the year, and we're going to have a Q&A session. So if you have questions about embroidery, you can come and ask them. And then I'm really going to gear this show towards all of our newbies, all of our friends that got embroidery machines for Christmas or got some for Black Friday last year and have no idea where to start. So the class tomorrow is going to go over all of the things that you need to really get started with your machine, and all of my favorite supplies from SMP I'll be showing and going over. So I'm really excited about tomorrow's class because I like going back to the basics sometimes and really getting into the things that people probably have the most questions about.
Well, Carly, how can people, find you? If they want to come to your sip and stitch, if they want to see your YouTube, channel, if they want to see your website, how can they reach you?
The best way to reach me is just through my website, carlybell.com. From there, they'll have links to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook page. We have a Facebook group. I have a private membership group called CF Fans. All the information to all of those fun things, and including my email, if you just want to email me, is on my website, carlybell.com.
That's perfect. So, guys, again, if you want to reach Carly, you can go right there and you can get to all her media stuff. And then we're actually going to have her own page on our website coming very soon. They're working on that right now, too. So, Carly, you're going to also have some recommended embroidery starter kits.
Yes.
And things. So it's going to be really cool. We've got a lot of things that we're going to be working with you on this year. And so 2023 is going to be an awesome year.
I know. I'm so excited for 2030. I'm so excited.
Cannot wait. So you got to tell me, I know that you just purchased that 680, that Brother 680 6 needle. How are you liking it so far?
I love it. Love it. It's spoiling me. It is definitely spoiling me.
We got a Carly Bell special on it today too. So I'm going to tell everybody at the end of the show, we got some great specials, and we're giving away today to one lucky viewer one of those PRS 100 personas.
I heard that when you started the show, and my mouth literally dropped when I heard that. I was like, what? That is the most amazing giveaway I've ever heard of. Like, who else is going to give you a $5,000 machine?
Yeah, $5,000 machine. And, you know, I got to remind everybody too, Carly, how they can win today. If you are just watching the show, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, there's a couple ways that you can get your name in to win. By making comments, asking questions, that's going to get you in. If you right now go subscribe to our YouTube channel, give it the thumbs up, hit the bell notification. If you're on Facebook, just like the video and like our Facebook page. And that's simple. It's that simple. It's all you have to do. And then if you want to make comments or ask questions, guess what? It puts you in the mix to win. And the more things that you do, all those things you do help your chances. So it's easy.
I know. It's so easy. Guys, just type hi in the chat. Just say, hey, say Happy New Year. Anything. Put it in the chat now. You need to win this machine. Trust me.
And you know what? Even if they don't want to do that, if they don't want to even chat, all they have to do is go subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. That actually enters them to win as well. So
I wish Elise was home right now, because she's my little queen of coming in during my videos and saying, give this video a thumbs up.
Like the video and give it a thumbs up. I like that.
Yep.
And she's in school today, right? Or they went back?
Yeah, they started back at school yesterday.
Okay. So how's your weather down in Louisiana today?
It is beautiful and warm. Does not feel like winter again. It actually was a little bit cooler this morning, I think. But Louisiana, it's like one day we were in the 20s, and then like literally a few days later we're in the 70s.
Well, I was there right before Christmas, and I went to Baton Rouge, and it was like in the 20 and below. It was rough.
Yes, it was. The girls kept waiting for it to snow, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's no rain coming. It's just going to be cold.
So, Carly, what do you got? What are you working on right now? You got any new projects that you're working on, or anything?
I am determined to finish a Kimberbell quilt this year. I bought the Spring Showers quilt last year, and it's just been sitting in my box. And I am determined to finish that quilt. So all the blocks are done in the hoop on your embroidery machine, and then you just piece it together, and it's gorgeous. And I'm going to finish it. I promise.
Well, I love the Kimberbell, products, and Kim Christopherson, we have her on the show occasionally, and in some of our bigger shows she's on, and we love their products, and we sell a ton of their stuff, and so if y'all want to check out any of the Kimberbell products, you can just go to our website at SewingMachinesPlus.com, type in Kimberbell in the search bar, and it'll take you to the whole category page, and so there's some pretty cool products.
Yes, they have beautiful, beautiful things, and their instructions are spot on. So even if you're new, they're beautifully laid out and really explained to you step by step. So even though the quilt block may look intimidating and may look like really extra compared to things you normally do, the instructions are impeccable.
Yeah, that's the quality you're getting is great. I mean, I would put them probably above anything out there as far as the quality and the instructions. You're right. It's good. And then, what's so great, Kim is always working to come up with new things and keep it fresh. And she just blows me away, all the stuff that she comes up with. So we always love having her on the show and love their products. So, hey, I also wanted to ask you, I know that you use our Stay Perfect stabilizer, and you started out with using the rolls, And then we came out with the new pre-cut in the packages. Give me your thoughts about that and how you like it.
I love it because when my go-to hoop, probably for most things I do, is the 5x7, and I have some right here, I think. When you pull it out the package, like, it fits your hoop perfectly, and you don't have to cut anything. It's not rolled up and trying to unroll and go in different directions. So especially like when you're trying to hoop a shirt and you need it to lay flat and nice so that you can hoop it properly, having this is such a lifesaver, and it just makes your whole project go quicker. So I have the tearaway, the cutaway, the sticky tearaway, all pre-cut and ready to go, and the sizes of the hoops that I use the most. And it definitely makes life a lot easier. And I love the bags that they come in, because I have a craft table in front of me with cubbies, and I can just put this in my cubby. It's got a nice label on it telling me that this is a tearaway. And so I have them in my cubby like folders almost, and I could just slide it out, get what I need, and slide it back in. So I like that it keeps me organized too. So definitely a big fan of the Stay Perfect pre-cut stabilizer.
Well, Carly, I'm glad you love those, and I wanted to, extend everybody out there. If y'all are interested in the Stay Perfect stabilizer, we actually have them on special today.
Yay!
And give us a call, 800-401-8151. Nick's team is standing by, and tell them you want the 100th episode Stay Perfect stabilizer special. I can't tell you what the price is, but you have to call.
Awesome. I'm going to be, that's the main thing I'm going to be telling people about for my getting started with embroidery video tomorrow, is all the stabilizers. So if you're interested in those, come watch tomorrow, because I'm going to tell you all the different ones they have and how to use them, like what projects you use with what stabilizer.
Perfect. So Carly, your show is going to be, it starts at 7 p.m. Is that right? Central time?
No, I moved it to the morning now. We're calling it Sip and Stitch Morning Edition. So we're having coffee now instead of alcohol. Maybe it's a little safer, when you're working around the needle. But it's going to start at 10:30 Central Standard Time.
So 10:30 a.m. Central Time, and they can find that. It's on is it on your YouTube channel?
Yes, we stream it to the YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. So if you are not a YouTuber, just like SMP, you could watch on Facebook as well. Perfect.
So y'all make sure tomorrow, Friday, go to carlybell.com. You'll see the links to her Facebook and YouTube page. You can go over there, watch her show tomorrow at 10:30 Central Time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Great. I've seen her Sip and Stitch, and I like the night version because at the end of the show, after they've been drinking, it gets interesting.
I could say that even with my nighttime shows, I still don't mess things up too bad.
But now you're going to be all bright-eyed, with your coffee. So it'll be awesome. So y'all make sure y'all check Carly's show out tomorrow. I've seen her show. It's awesome. She has a great, the Sip and Stitch crew comes on. Is that what is it called, the crew?
The squad.
Squad, that was it.
Squad.
Sip and Stitch Squad. So if you want to be part of the squad, go join her show. It's absolutely free. And guys, you will not regret it. It's so informative. And Carly is a rock star. So we love working with you.
Thank you so much. And if you can't make the live, if the time is inconvenient for you, there's always the replay. You can always go back and watch the replay later when it's a good time for you.
Perfect. Well, Carly, thank you so much for coming on our show and helping us celebrate our 100th episode. And I know we're going to be working together a lot this year, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm sure we'll see you again real soon.
Yes, I look forward to it. And congratulations, everyone, on your 100th episode. Y'all are awesome, and y'all inspire me to do better as well.
Well, thank you for saying that. We'll see you later. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
All right, guys. So you're seeing it. You're getting to hear from the experts themselves. We had Joanne Banko. We had Carly Bell. Coming up next is Amber Bingham. And guys, I got to tell you a backstory by Amber. Amber was one of our customers, Kind of, well, just like Carly Bell. They were our customers. Amber, started buying product from us, and we just kind of started talking to her more and more. She started her YouTube channel, and we just got acquainted, and now we work with her a lot. She's on our shows a lot, and so that's kind of how it worked. And we love having people that were customers, because I mean, who better to talk to about things than people that have started out and just kind of grown in the hobby, in the industry. And so we love that our association with them. And but before we get Amber on, Kennedy,
Yes.
what do y'all think? Let's give something else away. We're going to give another $100 gift card to SMP away to help celebrate our 100th episode. And guys, again, if you want to win something today, all you have to do is go like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube, Facebook, do all those things. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And guess what? You will have a chance to win. And then all you have to do, you can make comments on either platform, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. And again, that's how you're going to win. But we're going to do that right now. So, Kennedy,
Yes.
spin that wheel.
Okay.
So here we go. Y'all look for your name flashing up through the screen.
Charlene Scott.
Charlene Scott.
Congratulations.
Charlene Scott, you're our winner. She's watching today from Facebook. So congratulations, Charlene. So Charlene, how you're going to claim your prize, you go to smplive.tv. That is a web page, smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom where you'll see a header that says claim my prize. Fill out all that information in there. Hit submit, and then we will get your card code. It's actually a code that will send email to you. And then if you're local in Southern California, you can come in the stores and use it, our 2 retail stores. Or if you're online nationwide, you can just, once you check out online, you can actually just put the code in there and it'll take $100 off your purchase in the shopping cart. So it's that simple, isn't it, Kidney?
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to bring Amber Bingham in. And if you want to call into the show, we're going to take another caller here in just a second too. Kennedy's putting that number up. It's 760-278-1440. If you want to call in and ask me a question, you can call in. And as soon as we get, I'm going to bring a caller in. As soon as we have Amber, when we finish up with Amber, I'm going to bring a couple callers in. So if you want to call the show, give us a call right now at 760-278-1440. If you want to ask me a question or just, wish us a happy 100th episode, and we'd be welcome your call. So let's bring into the show our good friend, Amber Bingham.
Hi.
Hey, Amber, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you? Happy 100th episode to you, SMP Live Nation, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm finally here. I missed the last 2.
I know, and I know I talked to you. Everybody gave you, their thoughts and prayers to you while your son was sick in the hospital, and I know he is doing much, much better now, and we're so happy to hear that.
Yes, thank you guys so much for all your thoughts and prayers. It really worked, and he's doing much better. So thank you.
Good, and I love your backdrop there. That's a pretty impressive backdrop.
Oh, thank you. It gives me peace because I work in my garage. So.
Well, you have we got to tell everybody the story, because everybody comments all the time when you show your studio. They go, "Oh my gosh, that's an unbelievable studio." But what you have is what they call an RV slot in your garage. Yes. So they wanted the space was for an RV, but you turned it into your sewing studio, and it is impressive. And you've got it full of machines and stuff. Everybody just loves it.
Thank you. Yeah, my husband wasn't thrilled with it when we first moved here, but he's gotten over that. And I started with like a little piece of it, and I kept moving and moving and moving. And so it's the entire RV now. So basically, I don't even have a door. We've unhooked it so nobody can even open it, and it's full of machines, mainly from Sewing Machines Plus. And like he said in the beginning, I was a customer of theirs, and almost everything in here is from Sewing Machines Plus. And I have Never been unsatisfied with anything I've gotten. Obviously, you can see I have these two machines on display, but I even got, if I move out of the way, this machine from them. Again, pretty much everything in here belongs to Sewing Machines Plus.
Well, hey, Amber, is your camera where you could just kind of swing around and show everybody kind of your
Sure.
studio
Let me
a little
see
bit?
if I can do that.
Because guys, y'all got to look at this. This is so impressive. And we could go to the full screen with her, Kennedy.
My
And
computer, so we'll see. Can you guys see that good?
yeah, I mean, look at that. And stop right there, Amber. I wanted to just point out to everybody, look at she's got the Hottronics hat press. And every time you're on our show, Amber, and Kyle and Roger see that hat press, they're envious. They want a hat press so bad so they can make their own hats. And they're going, oh,
it
man,
is the
I wish
best
we had
one
that hat
out
press.
there.
And then you got the Hottronics, the other
Yes.
16 by 20 just heat press over there. That's impressive.
Okay, so that little one sitting in the middle is actually an Amazon purchase. That was the very first thing I bought when I started my business over 5 years ago. And I mean, it was a good little machine. It hasn't broken yet. But let me just tell you about that Hottronics over there. That is a beast. And if you guys need a heat press, get this one. I promise you, you will not regret it. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving around. So it's very messy over here. We just got done with Christmas, so don't judge.
Wow.
So there it goes. I have my, down here is my
Go back to
serger.
full screen, Kennedy. I want to see this. Look at
So
that.
there's my Juki serger. Let's see if you can see it better. So this is what I'm standing in front of right now. And then I have my Juki cover stitch right there. And then that's the back of my garage where I have like my printer and all kinds of other things back there. I have right here, my Reliable that's getting fixed right now.
Yeah,
so that's not in. But
yeah, I talked to Reliable yesterday, and they're working to try to get your machine expedited. So, but
yeah.
that is impressive. Roger's sitting here with his mouth open.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So like yesterday, my husband was like, so what are your plans this year? And I said, oh, don't even go there because I have so many plans. The thing is I've utilized every single little corner in here. So the only option I have is to expand. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm like, I want to keep getting machines because I need more machines. There's never too many machines. So my husband makes fun of me because he's like, now what? What's next? I'm like, oh, we don't want to talk about that.
So Amber, tell us a little bit about your business, what you specialize in, and where they could find your clothing that you sell.
Okay, so I specialize basically in handmade from scratch children's baby clothing. I do blankets, I do birthday shirts, I do pretty much anything personalized. So personalized baby blankets, little loveys, which if you don't know what those are just like miniature baby blankets that they can carry with them anywhere they go instead of having to bring their giant blanket, which these machines are the ones that I use for my personalization. So I do with all of these machines. So like Carly said before in her live, or just right before me, every single thing in here utilizes something different that I do. So every machine has its own task. And for these machines right here, you can see I have a shirt hooped on the front machine. And that is like my children's birthday shirts. I'm in the process of making a birthday shirt. And then right here, I have a hat hoop. So I make hats too as well. I am so excited to be expanding my business now that everything is calmed down from, I don't know, it seems like October on was just crazy. But I want to start making patches that I can put on my hat. So these machines incorporate everything that I work on. So these machines I use on a daily basis. No matter what I'm making, even if it's using my new printer that I got, which is a DTF printer, I can mix and match those with embroidery. So this machine is always being utilized in pretty much every project that I do in my business. So yeah, like children's, everything you can think of is on my website. I try to teach like YouTube classes. I'm going to get back into that. I know I've been saying I'm going to be better at that, but it has been a crazy year. And I just hope 2023 allows me to get back on track and be able to like jump in and teach you guys all the amazing things that my customers love that I've made them. So super excited about this upcoming year.
Well, Amber, I also got to make an announcement to everybody too. You know, you're a big fan of the SWF 12 needle machine. As we can tell, you have two of them behind you.
I don't have room for another one, but I want another one.
So we started talking to Amber. She's been such a leader of that machine and loves it and everything. So Amber is going to start teaching the new owners class every month for anybody who buys an SWF 12 needle.
Yay. I'm so excited. I'm excited to be able to teach you guys what I've learned by teaching myself, because I didn't have anyone teach me how to use it. And so I can show you guys what I've learned just by trial and error. And I feel like the most comment that I've heard from people is that they're scared of it and they don't know where to start. And you just have to jump in and work with it. You have to make mistakes, and the only way you can make to figure out your mistake is by doing it. And that's what I have done with all of these machines. And so you just don't be afraid. Just go in and do it.
Yeah, it's you're exactly right. And I think you're going to be the best person for this job, because you started out, like you said, you didn't know anything about it. You just kind of trial and error and did it. And that's what's so awesome about it, Amber. And everybody relates to you so well. So I think it's going to be a successful class. I can't wait to get it started. And basically anybody who buys a 12 or 15 needle SWF, they're going to take Amber's class, and we're going to have it on. It's going to be monthly, and it'll be a 2-day class. You'll get a total of 6 hours of instruction, absolutely free, but you have to buy the machine to take it. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yes. You guys will love it. I promise you. I use this machine every single day. Like every time I walk into the shop, I throw something on there and work with it. Like I said, I'm working on hats. I have t-shirts, but I do my baby blankets. I do my big blankets, small blankets. I've even done custom like huge duffel bags with it. And I know on every live with you guys, I talk about the frame, and I'm not joking. This frame is so sturdy. So I've done huge canvas bags, and I had no worry at all that the frame was gonna like bend or just not stitch out correctly because it was too heavy. This machine is a beast, and when I say that, it is a beast, but it also is very friendly. Once you use it, you get used to all the things on it, and it's not scary at all. It stitches out beautifully. I mean, if you want, Blaine, I'll just do it so you don't have to tell me. I'm going to take you over here and show you what I'm stitching out right now. It's half done, so it's not anywhere near done. Let me move the frame out really quick so you guys can see what I'm working on. So it's a birthday shirt. I don't know if you can see that. I haven't touched it. I haven't cut any threads that are left on there, anything. But look how beautiful that looks just by stitching it out. It's not finished yet, but it's beautiful. It does beautiful work.
Well, Amber, and one of the things too, this machine, far as what the value you get for the money is unbelievable. I mean, not only do you get the cap, driver with 2 frames, you get the stand that comes with it, and then you get 10 hoops. So basically you get 5 sizes of hoops, and we give you 2 of each size. So, while you're stitching on something, you could be hooping up your product. So it makes production a lot quicker.
And I was going to mention, obviously I have 2 of them, but if you only have 1, you can still do the same thing. You can have a hat hooped while you're working on your shirt, and then you can easily just switch between the 2, because the frame on this machine, you do not have to change out. Like on this machine, you have to unscrew it, take it out, and it just takes a lot more time. So this machine just gives you, it's just so less time consuming when you're going between projects. And for me, that's huge, because I work on multiple projects throughout the day, and I don't have time to sit there and take things apart and put it back together. So this is super easy. If you just had the 1 machine, you can do all of those projects just in the same amount of time.
You're exactly right. And again, production, when you're doing your business, that makes a big difference. Because I know sometimes you get some big orders in that you have to get out like the next day. And so I know it really helps you.
Yeah, and I have a full cabinet just for all the hoops that it comes with. I even have hoops like hanging on my metal hooks down here, but it still needs a dedicated cabinet for all the other hoops, the hat hoops, the drivers, because this machine does, like you said, come with so many different accessories. You get 2 hoops of each size. And I don't know if there's, I haven't really researched hoops that come with machines, but I've never had this many hoops for a machine. So I can literally hoop for both of these machines 4 of the same size at one time because they each come with 2. So that's just time saved every single day on just hoops alone. Not to mention you can purchase other hoops that go with the machine as well.
That's awesome. So Amber, tell me a little bit, how did you get, did you sew before you kind of started the business, or did you just kind of basically get into it?
So the sewing world has grown a lot, and the way that I got into it was just, again, I don't want to tell the whole story because it's a really long story, but my husband and I ended up having our 2 boys, and he wanted me to stay at home with them. And after I stayed home with my oldest boy, when he turned 1, I wasn't bored, but I've always worked. And so I'm like, I just need to do something. And so one day my grandma wanted to teach me how to sew. And if you guys know me or have watched my shows, you know that I'm a perfectionist and I have to figure it out if I don't know how to do it. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, you have to trial and error. You have to do it. So I could not figure out how to sew when I was with her. So I went home, told my husband. I was super frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. And I asked him if he could buy me a sewing machine. So he bought me my first sewing machine, which was just a small little brother that you get at like Joann's. And I brought it home and I just started teaching myself how to do it. Well, shortly after that, I needed a bigger machine. So I ended up purchasing the Janome 9850, the Memory Craft, and it's a 2-in-1 combo. So it's a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. And I literally did, I think maybe 2 shirt or 2 onesies on that machine before I purchased my 10 needle. It was a very fast process because let's back up a minute. The reason why I decided to do embroidery was because, again, the sewing world is getting so big that I wanted to kind of set myself apart and do more personalized items instead of just something that I can offer anybody. So birthday shirts, newborn gifts for like baby blankets with their names on it, maybe like the date that they were born, just anything personalized I wanted to get into. And so in order to do that, I had kind of got busy really fast and I couldn't get out all the orders that I needed to in a timely manner. So I ended up getting my 10 needle. And then literally very shortly after that, within like, I would say 5-6 months, I ended up getting my 12 needle. And then again, another like 6 months after that, I ended up getting my second 12 needle. So the business has grown a lot, which is amazing. And I'm very grateful for that. Sometimes it is overwhelming because I am the only person that does this. But all of these machines that I have, I call my employees because they help me in everything that I do. I use one machine to the next. So if you're looking to start a business, you don't just get there overnight. Let me tell you that. It's taken me 5 years, so you have to be patient. But it is a blessing, and I am super grateful for Sewing Machines Plus to be able to offer me all these different machines that do different things that make my business grow every day.
Well, Amber, we sure appreciate you. And again, you were a early customer of ours, and and it's so crazy how you've grown, and now all the number of machines and equipment that you've purchased from us is pretty awesome. And when I was when you were kind of panning around, I was just kind of smiling because it made me proud to go, look at all of our equipment he has in our
from you guys.
studio.
You guys offer all of that. And
that's awesome.
Again, you guys, every project you have, any of these machines can do for you. So it just depends on what they want to do.
Well, I want to invite everybody to go see Amber's website. It's just Bingham Bliss, BinghamBliss.com. Yep. I'll get it. I think Roger's got it up on the thing. So BinghamBliss.com. And she has all of her YouTube channels and Facebook, and her Etsy store, everything, I think, linked from there, right, Amber, where they can
Yeah.
get to everything?
Yep.
And
Yep.
she
And if you
has
go to my
a
website,
really
it should
good
be at the
YouTube
bottom.
channel. So if y'all haven't watched her YouTube channel, go check out her videos. She has some great videos of her doing orders and working, and it's just as somebody told me, it was addicting to watch.
Okay, so I do have to confess, if I do ever go live, my lives tend to last a really long time. So if you're somebody that likes long sitting lives, then I'm the one for you. If not, you can watch it replay on the pieces that you like. I talk a lot.
One last question, Blaine. Everybody wants to know if Amber names her machines.
All right, so did you hear that, Amber?
I have never been one to name my machines. People have asked me that so many times. I've actually thought about doing it, but I have so many. Like, how do I come up with names for each one? Like, I don't.
Well, maybe what you ought to do is have on your YouTube show, your live show, have a contest and let people give you suggestions of names.
Yeah. Well, I've also thought about doing like a picture and doing like a this or that. So like instead of this or that, like this name or that name for this specific machine, and maybe doing that just to make it fun and funny. I don't know.
That would be awesome. Well, hey, Amber, thank you so much for coming on our show and helping us celebrate our 100th episode. And I know that we're going to be working together. We're super excited to be working with you monthly now with our new owners classes. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm
so excited. Thanks for having me. Happy 100th episode. I can't believe it's already been 100. Like that's crazy. And thank you all for all of your customers that have been on the show too. All
right, y'all make sure y'all go check out Amber, and we thank her so much for coming on. So all right, so guys, we've got a call-in show now, so we're going to take some calls. And a number, if you want to call in and ask me a question or talk to me, it's 760-278-1440. And I know that they're putting it up across your screen there. So if you want to call in. You'll get a chance to talk to Kyle. We'll get it all set up. And then Kennedy will be calling you back through the system. So Kennedy, we have somebody we can call.
You know who I want to call, Blaine?
Who do we want to call?
I want to call Vicki Wagner.
Vicki Wagner. We're going to give you a call, Vicki. So Vicki, answer your phone.
Get
and
ready.
So Kennedy's going to call it. Y'all will be hearing the phone ringing through the system. And we'll bring Vicki on.
It's not a prank call, Vicki. Pick
it
up
might.
the phone.
Now, it might be a prank call if I'm talking to her.
All right, we're calling.
All right, let's see. It's ringing.
Come on, Vicki.
Ring number 2.
Kennedy.
Vicki!
Hey, Vicki, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Blaine?
I am doing fantastic. Welcome to our 100th episode. We're so happy you called in. And this is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Congratulations on it.
Thank you. So did you have a specific question to ask, or did you just want to call and chat?
Well, I just wanted to tell you, I just bought a Juki from you. And I cannot wait until it gets here. It'll be my 5th machine. And don't skimp on yourself. If you can afford it, get it. I got a straight sewing machine this time because I'm tired of using my good Bernina for just straight sewing.
So which Juki did you get?
The $1,200 one.
So it's probably the 2010
or the TL18
or the TL18. Probably the TL18.
It's the one with all the feet.
Yep, that's it. TL18.
That's a great machine.
Great machine. We sell a ton of those things, Vicki. So you made a great choice on that. And again, if somebody wants a straight stitch machine, man, this is the one. And Vicki, you can probably tell us better than anybody, but 2,200 stitches per minute. It's extremely fast and powerful. So have you got to use it much yet?
I don't have it yet.
Oh.
You guys are just shipped it out.
Just bought it.
I bought it Saturday.
Oh, so just bought it Saturday. That's awesome. Well, congratulations then on your purchase.
Thank you. One of your people on chat, her and I have been going back and forth on it, and Nidra, and she talked me into it.
All right. So Nedra, you were talking to Nedra on chat, and I can tell you
Yeah.
anything that Nedra recommends, I promise you is the right one, because
She knows
I
her
don't know
stuff.
if y'all know Nedra much. She's one of our chat people. Nedra is a professional seamstress. She makes used to make a lot of things for like the movie industry, like clothing and things.
Wow.
She's makes, you know, ball gowns, wedding dresses. She does it all, and she is so talented, and we're so fortunate to have her working for us. And but yeah, if she recommended it, Vicky, you got a great machine.
Well, her and I are Bernina girls.
Yeah.
And so we had talked about that. And so she said, you got to try this machine. And I did.
Well, good.
So I'm looking forward to getting it.
I can't wait for you to get it, and you'll have to let us know how you like it, and when you get it, because it is a fantastic machine. And I know we've featured it on our show here before. We absolutely love the Juki straight stitch machines. And you probably saw just was it last week, guys? We had the straight stitch shootout.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we had
Yes.
the straight stitch shootout last week, and we showed several of the straight stitch machines on. Deb Donovan was on and helped demonstrate them. So, but we're so glad you called in, and thank you so much. And we're glad you're an SMP customer.
And congratulations again. Thanks for all the great service that you have gave us.
Oh, well, thank you, Vicky, for being one of our customers and being part of the SMP Nation. We hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks, Vicky.
Vicky.
All right, that was Vicky Wagner. So we're so happy she came on. So let's call somebody next, and then guess what, guys? We're going to make another phone call, and then we've got Nathan Nasnick from Grace coming on. He's one of our good buddies over there in Utah, and he's coming on, and can't wait to talk to Nathan. But first, let's make another call. So
You know
Barb
who I wanna
says,
call, Blaine?
who you want to call now?
You know who I want to call? I want to call Christy Gray. I wanna
Christy
talk to
Gray.
her.
So Christy Gray, we're going to call you. So answer
Okay.
that phone.
All right, I'm calling. Let's do it.
Here we go.
She better answer. I'll be sad if she don't answer.
Hello.
Christy,
Hi, Christy.
Well, howdy, y'all.
how are you doing?
Well, I've been better, but I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying watching the show as always.
Well, thank you for watching. So where are you living at? Where are you located?
I live in Texas, but I go back and forth between Texas and Oregon.
Okay. Well, Texas and Oregon both are great places. And so tell me, how long have you been a SMP customer for a long time?
I found you guys during COVID, and so I've just been watching lots of the shows between, well, when you guys started back then and now. And I've always watched the Kennedy shows. Those are always great.
Yes. So Kennedy, just to let y'all know, every Tuesday it's called Takeover Tuesday. Kennedy is our host of that show, and she brings in somebody that kind of just comes in and takes over the show. And they do all kinds of projects. So we're so glad you watch that. And Kennedy does a fantastic job on that. So y'all make sure you tune in. It's every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central. And then today, we have our Thursday SMP Live. I have the whole gang here with me. And that show is always at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central. And so, Vicky, we're so happy you called in. So what is your favorite machine? What's your favorite brand of machine?
Oh gosh, I think probably the Brother machines are my favorite brand. I have the 1055X, and that thing is so much fun.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the 10 needle is awesome.
Yeah, and I just got my last machine I got was the Brother 3600D to have a machine in Oregon, because I have a Luminaire here in Texas.
Oh,
So I
wow.
wanted something that was comparable, but not quite as big.
That's an awesome machine. That actual machine, I bought my wife, Michelle, I bought her one of those 36, it's the 3600D, has Disney on it, sewing embroidery, 6x10 hoop size, great machine. And, Vicky, I was asking around, Christy, I'm sorry, Christy. I was talking,
That's okay.
sorry about that. I was talking to Lewis Carney about which machine to get her, and I talked to Jerry Granada and asked them, hey, give me a recommendation, and they both picked that machine. they were both brother educators at the time, and they said that would be the machine I would pick. So I bought Michelle that machine, and she absolutely loves it. And so it's a great machine. And we've got some really exciting news too coming from Brother. Just in probably the next month, we're going to have some exciting news from Brother in about that same type of machine. So I think you'll be really excited to hear what it's going to be.
Oh, cool.
Well, hey, thank you so much for calling in. And we love talking to our customers. And thank you for being an SMP customer and being part of the SMP Nation. And so are you going to get to be able to stick around and watch the whole show?
I am watching the whole show. It's my 52nd birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you, Kristen. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So maybe
and
for
happy
your
100th
birthday,
episode to you.
hey, maybe for your birthday present, you may win something today. You never know.
That would be pretty cool. I would
would be
not be
cool.
opposed to that.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.
Okay, thanks. You too.
All right.
Chrissy.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. There it is. That's how easy it is if you want to call in. So again, I'll give you that number again. If you want to call in, it's 760-278-1440. Write that number down. I think Kennedy is scrolling it across the screen as well. And we'll take some more calls at a little later on. But first up, hey, let's bring our good buddy Nathan Nasnick in. Nathan is the sales director over at Grace, and he's been on our show many times. So Nathan, welcome to our 100th episode.
I hope you guys let me know. Can you guys hear me okay?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I didn't hear that. You cut out, Nathan.
Let's check. So any hearing, no hearing, or is it cutting in and out?
A little cutting in and out.
But we can still hear you.
But we heard you. See what he's doing. All right. Try it again.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah. Perfect.
Got you now.
I'm not sure why or what that is. So I just want to make sure that everybody can hear. By the way, congratulations, 100.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
So,
It is crazy how fast.
Blaine, we're now up around that 100. You're looking phenomenal for 100, man. Am I on the right show? Is this what this is about? Birthday party? Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, you're still cutting a little out. I don't know if your earbuds are working well or not. I'm not sure.
Let's try this, and hopefully this will work.
Whatever you did, it worked really well for a second.
It's okay.
Yeah, we've had problems with those earbuds before when we
100
tried.
episodes and we can't escape, so it's all good.
Happy 100.
All right, let's see if he's.
Okay.
How about now, Nathan? Can you hear me?
Take them off. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna let him get that figured out. So while Nathan is trying to get his audio figured out, and because it was cutting out, and I want y'all to be able to hear him. Let's call somebody else.
I want to call one more person.
All right, we're gonna call another caller.
I want to call. Should we call Celeste Wall?
Celeste Wall. Let's call Celeste.
Wall. All right.
All right, Celeste, answer your phone.
Celeste, pick up. Let's go shopping.
I turned it up a little bit for Nathan.
Celeste.
See, it's Celeste.
Hey, Celeste, it's Blaine.
Hi, Celeste.
Oh, hi. It's congratulations.
Thank you. How are you today?
Right side of the grass, so I'm grateful.
Well, that is great. So where are you located at, Celeste?
I'm from Mississippi and Louisiana, but my husband and I live in Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois. So where at, you said from Mississippi or Louisiana, where were you from there?
Well, my daddy's family came from Bassick City, Mississippi, which is middle of nowhere. And my mama's family, middle of nowhere, but closest place would be Winona and Greenville.
Yep, I know where that's
in
at.
Mississippi.
I know where Winona's at.
Yep.
In Greenville. That's awesome. So,
And I used to live in New Orleans.
oh, okay. Well, I used to live in New Orleans, and Carly Bell lives right outside of New Orleans, so she was down in our old stomping ground, so to speak. But Celeste, thank you so much for watching our show and calling in. This is awesome. So tell us, what brand of machine is your go-to machine?
Okay, so for surging, I recently bought from surprise SMP a Baby Lock Celebrate air threader, which changed my world.
Great serger. Oh my gosh.
Not only is it, and I was going to buy something else, honestly, and you guys were out, and I don't remember who I was talking to, and we were talking about how I was going to use it, and she said, well, this one has an 1/8 inch. It'll go as narrow as an 1/8 of an inch, and I'm like, sold, I want this one. So I love it. I have a Burnett 79.
Ooh, that's
another good machine.
Well, I love it because you can design your own stitches on the screen. And if you run out of thread and don't realize it, it will sew backwards the last 200 stitches once you reload the thread. Exactly what you sewed. So I love that. I'm getting ready to get rid of my Brother, what's it, VQ 3000?
Yep.
Because what I do is decorative stitches on fabric to make my own fabric. So I'm trying to upgrade to something Janome.
Okay, fantastic. What Janome do you have your eye on?
I knew you were going to ask this, and I feel like an idiot. I don't know.
Don't feel like an idiot, because I'm telling you, there's so many numbers, so many things out there. It's hard to keep up with them.
It is. Well, and I got my feet from you guys, and if anybody's thinking about whether or not they should buy a machine from SMP, you should, because the customer service is amazing, and the stuff gets to you so fast you're like wondering how it happened. I want something is as good as my 3000 was, but it doesn't have to have a laser light.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you,
so
we've got tons of things that we can suggest for you.
I know. And I get online with Blaine, Mr. Sewing Machine, and he asks me, and I go, well, I don't know. So thank you for asking.
It's okay, Celeste. It's okay.
Hey, Celeste, I've been doing this for a long, long time. So naturally, all these numbers and stuff rub off on me after a while. So I know a lot of different brands and different models. And, one day somebody asked me, how do I sew? And I go, I really don't even sew. It's kind of one of those things that you've done it for so long. You just kind of, you just kind of grow into the business, I guess. But it's amazing. It's kind of like, and everybody will ask me, well, what brand should you get? I'm telling you, the brands that we sell are all so good. It's almost like cars now. You just really can't get a bad brand of car. And, you can't get a bad brand of machine. It's just, they've had to up their game so much in the industry to compete with one another. So the quality is just probably better than it's ever been. And it's crazy. You can get some of these machines that, give you example, the Encore machine that we have, we give those away a lot and we sell a lot of those things, but it's it's an Encore. It's a brand nobody's ever heard of, but the quality is unbelievable on it. And so it's kind of that way with machines. So you can't go wrong. If you go Brother, Janome, Bernina, Baby Lock, any of those machines like that, you can't ever go wrong.
Oh, you guys are just wonderful. And thank you for the $100 gift certificate I won months ago. I saved it, waited, and bought what would have been a $600 packet from Sew Steady, and I paid $300 instead. So thank you very much.
That's awesome. So how have you been a long time SMP customer?
I discovered y'all because of Angela Wolf, I think. I started watching you guys off and on years and years ago. And I'm one of the founding members of the Fashion Sewing Club with Angela. I've been there a long time.
Perfect.
So Yeah, I've been watching you guys since your first show. As a matter of fact, I won the Angela Wolf book on your first show.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Gosh.
So,
Cool.
as you know, me and Angela are big buddies, and we've known each other for years and years. And she was actually going to be on the show today, but she had a fishing tournament, and she was like, "Well, I can call in." And I was like, I hated to bother her during her tournament, and but yeah, she was going to be on. But we love Angela. Everybody loves Angela. I mean, she's so sweet.
Well, she and Wen honeymooned out near you in California one year. So she was visiting you at the same time they were having a honeymoon.
Yeah, they were doing their anniversary. And yeah, I had to do some sweet talking to both Wen and Angela to get them to, come during their anniversary. She did an event with us, but they had a blast out here, and Wen got to go fishing. And so I think it was a good time.
Well, I just want to thank y'all again. I discovered y'all originally because of your brick and mortar stores down south, actually, as I think about it. But yeah, y'all are wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to call in and talk to Kennedy and Kyle and everybody, because without them, the magic would not happen.
Oh, it would not. I mean, we have such a good crew at SMP. I mean, everybody is just, it's a pleasure to work with such good people. I mean, every aspect of it is just, everybody has great attitudes, and they all, are customer driven. They want to make sure that every customer is taken care of and is happy. And, like we said, we have one policy at Sewing Machines Plus: find a way to say yes. So we're going to try to find a way to say yes to every customer. And so thank you so much for calling in, Celeste. And we hope you have a great rest of your day. And we hope you have a great weekend, and look forward to you being on the show in the future.
Thank you so much for taking the time for all of us today.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Celeste. All right, guys. Let's go see if Nathan got his audio worked out. So, Nathan, come back to our show. You there, buddy?
Woo! Yeah, I'm hoping so. Am I back?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah,
perfect.
we had to switch it. I was trying to be fancy camera, but I'm just sitting in the big chair. Wishing you a happy 100th birthday. Oh, wait, 100 happiest anniversary. Wait, 100 happiest episode. No, I'm just kidding, man. Congratulations.
Man, it's it. It went by like a blink. Dude.
That's pretty amazing, man. Way to go. Blaine, really quick. I know there's a lot of things. You probably have some questions, but I want to quickly get our audience in on this. I was thinking, I had a beard this morning. I'm like, if my wife could have carved Blaine rocks in my beard, I so would have come with that. Couldn't. And then I was thinking, maybe I'm going to sharpen on my head. I'm like, no, that's too permanent for too long. I'm like, maybe I need to go make a snowman angel. I said, no. You know what? I would like our audience to participate. And I thought about this. What is the top 10 for Blaine? Why do we love Blaine? And I would love everybody to participate with this. What is a top 10 for Blaine? And I'm going to start with something. I know Blaine was up here a bit ago. I'm probably a little bit loud. I get really excited, guys. So sorry. Hopefully I'm not blowing everything out over there. But Blaine was talking about, I didn't know he used to fly air-sea airplanes, right, Blaine?
Yeah, I fly RC airplanes.
And I was thinking that Blaine is an RC airplane aficionado. So he is a professional in that world. I did not know how much he actually had done that. I grew up with my dad doing that, Blaine, and I thought it was just something that was absolutely fun. So I'm curious to see what we have. We got generosity. He's a great person. He's a giver. Blaine, one thing that I asked our audience from too, they just said, I think he's so personable was another one. He's an awesome person. People love your laugh. And I think that's one thing they talk about too, Blaine, is that you're just, they felt like when you've come here and you visited with our different executive, our customer service reps and everybody else, they all just like, we just love Blaine. He's just so nice to have around. So great smiles, generous. And I love all these things that are coming up. Blaine, another one I love is I can't get away that I just love part of the accent. I think there's the Southern charm, right? We have
us too.
Yeah, there you go, right? Isn't that just so true? So, and Blaine, you're like, yeah, no, but it is. I think it's just wonderful. So maybe we can bring up a couple others, but Blaine, I'll let it come back to you. Sorry, I just kind of took over here. But look at how many things are coming through about you, Blaine, and how fun it is to be able to be on a show like this with you. So again, just thanks for having me and thinking about me and allowing me to join you on this 100th episode. It's pretty amazing. So,
well, we absolutely love our partnership with you, Nathan and Grace, and we love your products. And I think everybody on the SMP Nation loves your products as well. And, I always tell people, if you're, wanting to get into quilting, we're the place to go, because we sell more quilting machines
you
than
are.
anybody in the nation by far. Nobody's even close. And our people, that's the thing I think it separates us from most people out there. Not only do our people like that sell on the phones, or our chat people, they're all, hands-on. They get trained on the machines. And, Nathan, I went out and handpicked all of our chat people that work on our chat. They're all sewers, embroiderers, quilters. It's not that they just people that, want a job to sell. They are actually in the industry, in the business. They do it, live it. And I think that makes a huge difference, to customers, when they can call somebody and talk to somebody that's knowledgeable about the product they want, and, can answer all their questions for them.
Blaine, you couldn't be more right. And I feel fortunate to be part of this Sewing Machines Plus Nation. With this, Blaine, I would say that as we continue to look at our customer base and we look back, it is the ability to connect with your customers in that way. And so think about it. If you're a sewer out there, if you love embroidery, if you're doing this as a business, if you're doing this for yourself, if you're quilting, if you're into fashion, think about that. We want people that can connect and understand where we're at, can understand what we want, right? What our hobby is, what our desires are, what we love. And Blaine, to your point, you are exactly right. I think that is one of the most important things. And I know that your staff, you spend a lot of time with your staff. You like you said, you've handpicked them. I have had nothing but phenomenal experiences in talking with, Nick, who's in charge of one of those elements, and then Kyle, who does it online, and everybody else that's behind the scene here. So I think it's an extension of you. And I think that's why we're seeing all these comments come through from you, Blaine, because you help exude that and help share that, not just within the company, but I think we feel that in the entire industry as a whole. So I just would say thank you very much. And, I've loved hearing all these calls of people who have experienced Sewing Machines Plus. So again, I think you couldn't be more right.
Well, thank you for saying that. And so Nathan, got to ask you, while we have your ear, if what would be your go-to unique that you would go to if you had to pick one? Because I know all of them are awesome, but if you
have
had
a
to
few
pick
of them.
one, which one would it be?
Great question. So maybe I can just put a quick bit of history for everybody who's here with me. The question is fairly loaded, but my number one machine that I'm going to go to is our new 16 series machine. So it's a 16. And why would I say this? Blaine, our business really has been built over 30, we're coming on 37 years now, from the person who's been in their home, who's loved the hobby of quilting. They might have loved it professionally. They just love it because they need to kind of remove themselves and find a piece of safety and peace in their mind. And we've started with these, all of you out there that have your machines, think about this. And we started with a frame that allowed you to take and move that machine on there. Well, over the years, we found that the industry shifted and people went to the big long arms and to the professionals. And we felt that our key customers were still these customers at home who had not one UFO, maybe it's two, maybe it's five, or you have a lot of your big fabric stashes you're trying to finish from the quilting perspective. And we wanted to come out with a machine that really resonated kind of as this bridge between professional quilting and those people at home. And so the 16 series machine, Blaine, is my favorite. It has been for the last 10 years. We've had a 15-inch machine, and just recently we've updated that to our new 16X series. And that has been my favorite. I think it resonates with our business. It's kind of the core of the customers that we serve. And I feel that this machine has come a long way. It's, been 10 years of continued refinement happening to the 14 plus, the 15, and now the 16-inch machine, Blaine. And we believe that it has changed the game. It's not just an enhancement on quilting. We believe that we have changed, and it's not just from us. Our customers have told us that this has changed the way that they can experience quilting. So the 16X series machines, Blaine, is my favorite for several reasons: the adjustable handles, the extra light space in the throat, the amazing stitch regulation. We have wonderful patented features that keep you from running into rails. It works on frames that can be stored, to professional frames that are 12 feet. So Blaine, the 16 series has kind of been a culmination, and it's still kind of, I would say, kind of my baby or our baby when it comes to the product that we service with most of the quilters who are out there, is the 16 series machine. So thanks for asking, but that's my pick. And again, I have a lot of other reasons on why that's my pick, but that's what comes to my mind. And obviously we're not limited to that, but that's my favorite.
Well, hey, Nathan, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's a perfect pick. And, I always tell everybody, and you and I've had this conversation many times. If anybody's ever wanted to get into quilting, it is extremely intimidating to go from sewing and embroidery and try to jump into quilting. I mean, personally, I done a quilt, or I did a table runner, and you just don't really know where to start. I started with a kit, a pre-cut kit that we sell, and it worked out pretty good. But again, it's that intimidation level. But what we try to do now is we say, hey, you have the QD frame. That has been a huge, huge seller for SMP this year and last year when we launched it. And so the QD frame, you can put any machine that you have at home right now, domestic machine, on it and turn it into a long arm quilting machine. And it's portable. It sits on top of a table, and you can get into it. And then that frame will support the 16. So if you decide you absolutely love it, you can upgrade to a 16-inch machine. And now that 16 Elite, you've got a great machine that you can actually even put robotics on that.
You can. Blaine, one thing I love, if you think about this, you're talking about, you did this table runner, right? And you kind of went through it and you weren't quite sure. What we have found is, as we've looked out and we've been very fortunate, Blaine, as we've had like the QD frame or these others. Think about it. All of us out there, that if we've ever sewn or pieced any quilt together, if we've ever put a couple pieces of fabric together, we know that there's a certain spot when we start to get it, when we're ready to do a little bit more, and we're maybe not quite sure if we have the right tools. And Blaine, we've just really enjoyed hearing from our customers and saying, boy, I really wish you had something that could solve this for me. I really wish that this bigger challenge I had could be taken care of. And so back in the day, we created the 14 plus machine. Nothing like that existed. And today with the 16, you're going to find that there's a lot of people who are going to be trying to copy and mimic the path that we're helping create for you as quilters out there. And our goal is to continue to do so at the best value. So we're going to have a product that you're going to find that you're not going to be able to get something at the same price, and then with the same features. And Blaine, we've talked about this a little bit, like you said, is there a way to help it feel a little bit more comfortable? Is there a way to make it a little bit easier to use? Is there a way to help you have more confidence? And I think with our larger touch screens, I think with the simple things like access and visibility to the needle, the extra light in the throats, the adjustable handle sets, Blaine, even like you mentioned, the computer automation, all those are stepping stones that we have found have helped customers go from their domestic into this mid category, rulers and ruler work. And we have some great innovative feet, but we have found that all those have really helped our customers along their journey. And they've been able to find success in their own way. And I think each one of you as a quilter, or if you're out there and you're sewing, that you find your piece, and you maybe would be doing other patterns, but then you have your techniques. And Blaine, this machine has really helped our customers find that great spot in between the professional world and in between their journey from where they're at with their, quilting on their home machines. So,
well, Nathan, you're exactly right. And part of our show today, what we're doing is we're kind of rehashing some of our specials, our most popular specials that we had in 2022. And we're basically extending that price that we had in some of the big shows last year, like whether it was, Quilt Fest, Sew Fest, or Hoop Fest, or even Countdown to Christmas. We're, giving some of those prices back. And so today we have got some unbelievable call-in specials on some products, and I'm going to go over those products. But Grace was part of those specials that we did throughout the year, and again, the 16 has been a unbelievable seller for Grace and us. It's been a great machine, and we absolutely love that machine. And I'll tell you, the other thing is that QD frame has just been such a good product. And I got it. My hats are off to you, because I know you were a part of that, development of that machine and coming up with it, or the frame. And what I love about the QD, Nathan, is it gives everybody out there the ability to become a long arm quilter, with their existing machine they have. And, it's not a big investment to see if you absolutely love it. And most people that I've talked to that bought the QD frame absolutely love it. And we've had people call us later and say, look, I want to go ahead and get a bigger machine. They're already looking at getting, the 21-inch Qnique and a 10-foot frame. And so, that kind of got them into quilting on a long arm, and that makes it so easy for you to do it. So that's why, to me, if we could have given an
Yep,
award,
you're absolutely right. Yeah.
if I could give an award out, Nathan, for the most innovative product of 2022, it would be the Cutie.
Well, wonderful. That Cutie frame, Blaine, like you're saying, has changed several quilters their worlds. In fact, one of the first lady that started recording had put it in her closet and had her shirts around, and she had the little table, and she had a little Brother 1500 on there, and she put her camera up, her phone, and she's like, just so you know, I need to let the world know that you can quilt as well, and don't have any fear. Let me show you how easy. She put her machine, and she was just trying to show the world how you can do this even in a closet. By the way, Blaine, this is her quilting her smaller quilts in her closet. So I just love that. So you're absolutely right. You know, it's been on RVs, it's traveling to cabins, you know, it's in people's kitchens. You know, obviously they're putting it in their studios because of the versatility of this Cutie frame. And again, as Blaine mentioned, those that are watching, if you're not too familiar, it just allows you to take your home machine, sits it on a trolley, you get the exact same motion you do with the professional machines, and it just makes finishing quilts significantly easier. It solves all the fabric struggles. So it has been a big winner for us, Blaine. And I know you guys have done a great job at sharing with all of your wonderful SMP Nation customers. And thank you. I saw several comments coming through saying of how you've loved what this is. I have a couple comments coming through saying they bought the Jazz 2 to go on their Blaine. So obviously they're buying all their machines for this as well. But you're absolutely right with that, Cutie.
Yeah, we had a great combo, during Christmas on that, Nathan. We had our, brand new single tier, they call it Stay Perfect table. It's an electric lift, height adjustable table.
Yeah.
We had that, and we paired it with the Cutie frame, and then we actually put in with a Jazz 2 machine.
Fantastic combo.
Oh, it was just phenomenal. The response to that combo. But what, I always tell everybody, you think about it, if you had your Cutie frame on our, electric lift table, not only could you make it a sit down, you can make it a stand up, you can adjust it to perfectly electrically with a push of a button to your perfect height. And you wouldn't have to put it on your dining room table, your kitchen bar, or a fold out table. You could put it on that table. And what's great about our table is once you take the Cutie frame off, we send it with a wool ironing mat. We send it
wonderful.
with a cutting mat, so you can use it for cutting, ironing, long arming, and then you can just put your sewing machine up there with a sew mat and do sewing on it. So it is just a best
great idea.
That's our award-winning invention we came out with this year, was that the tables.
That sounds amazing. Like, Blaine, one of the biggest things you find when you're quilting is to have that adjustment be right for your height. If you're wanting to stand, you're right on. And I think that you're at the forefront of thinking about how to help more of those sewers and quilters out. So I think the combination of that table, like you're talking about, and I love the Cutie frame, just so everybody knows, it literally just can lift right off. It's not stuck down. It has some really nice thick foam pads that keep it from moving. But Blaine, like you're saying, you can just very quickly go from, any type of a surface. So you can use it for the machine, you can use it for the ironing, you can use it for the quilting by putting that frame on there. That sounds like a phenomenal combo. It sounds like the Jazz 2. That's a nice 12-inch machine. I wouldn't say there's been a better combo. You're right. That's an award-winning combo for 2022. And I'm guessing where you're going is there might be an award-winning pricing for 2023 starting this off.
There is, and it is a call-in special, Nathan. They have to call, but we've got some great prices. And I'm going to do I'll show some machines at the end of the show and to show everybody kind of some things that we've got. But we've got some great call-in specials today. And guys, even if we don't highlight it on the show, call us today, because today, since it's our 100th episode, we're extending a lot of our 2022 promotions throughout the year today only. All the specials will end at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if there's anything you've been thinking about, get on the phone and call right now, because there's a good chance it will be part of the 100th episode.
Blaine,
special.
let me put this out there just for those who are watching, or you might be watching this when you get home from work today. If you call and the phone's busy, call back. Like, you're going to not want to miss this. And I guarantee that their phone lines are packed. Maybe start a chat. Blaine, I don't know if there's another way that they can make sure they can get on that list. I know that when we do this, as we're servicing it through the holidays, we felt that people were a little panicked, right? Because they're calling and they can't get a hold because your lines are so busy. How might they be able to make sure that they can guarantee one of those prices today if they're wanting to be able to connect with you guys based on some of the specials you guys have?
Well, if you can't get on the phones, you can always leave us a message. And then also, I don't know if Kyle has the ability to do it, but we normally use Google Sheets. And how that works is we actually put the link in the chat on Facebook and YouTube, and you just click that link. It opens up Google's page, and you can fill out your name, your phone number, and what you're asking about. And that gets updated real time on the call center on their screens. So they just see it at real time when something comes up, and they do an outbound call. So they know somebody from the SMP
that's
Nation is
good.
calling in and want to get a hold of them. And so they call them right back as soon as they get off the phone.
Yeah, good. So I'll just come back. If they're busy, call back. If not, Blaine, again, I'm glad there's an option. I just know that happens.
Yeah.
And I know with what you've got going on today for the 100th episode and your specials, that's probably most likely the case because your phone's already packed. So keep on calling. I want to help encourage those of you that are interested in finding out what those specials are, find out about them, because there's going to be only one way to do that, and that's give them a call. So
yeah. Well, Nathan, also too, if they're on the website and they see the product they're looking at, we actually have live chat agents too on the website,
great.
and they can initiate that live chat. Most time it'll just pop up and ask them if they have, need help or a question, and they can just respond to the chat agent. And, like somebody earlier was talking about, Nedra actually helped her make a purchase.
Right. Yep.
Our chat agents are all sewers, embroiderers, and quilters. They are all very knowledgeable, and they can help them. They can give them the special. So it's a really good team we've got put together.
It is, Blaine. I'm like looking at all the questions. Oh, I did have a great chance. They do have great call-in specials. Oh, someone said, hey, I called in and got my chair. I need one too. Hey, all of these things are available. Make sure to take advantage of them. Reach out to the SMP Nation team there and connect with them. There's never been a better time. And Blaine, like you mentioned, all of your customers have mentioned, you guys do a phenomenal job taking care of everybody. So I am proud to be associated with your company and your brand and what you guys do, because of the service that you provide for all of us out there that need that little bit of some extra confidence or an understanding of what's going to be the right tool for us. So I just want to say thank you again for all that.
Well, thank you, Nathan. And Nathan, thanks for coming on our 100th episode and being part of this. And I know we got some great specials on Grace today too. So
Blaine,
anyway,
I'm gonna cut into my beard, Blaine, and then I'll put on my head. I want to rip my shirt and say, Blaine's the man. Sorry, I don't have that, everybody. I so want that. Maybe next time. So
right.
Maybe we'll do that on the 150th or something, Blaine. So.
All right, Nathan. Thank you so much, and hope you have a great day, great weekend.
Thanks, you as well. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Oh, excuse me. I am still getting over my cold, by the way, everybody. I've got over the sore throat, Kennedy, but I'm still congested and coughing a little bit. So if I cough in your ear, guys, I apologize. But hey, we're going to do a couple more phone calls. But before we do, let's give. Oh, is it kind of hard to do that, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Let's do the phone calls first, and then we're going to come right back after the phone calls, and we're going to give away another $100 gift certificate. And then we're going to talk about some of the products. We're going to highlight some of the products for you quick, and then we're going to try to wrap the show up because, guys, I know we've already been on here for almost 2 hours. It's flying by, and we sure do appreciate y'all sticking around. But we do have 2 great machines we're giving away today. We're going to give that PRS 100 by Brother embroidery machine away, $5,000 machine. We're getting one of you are going to win that. We got the 100th anniversary Necki K132 machine we're going to give away. So we got some great giveaways. So anyway, who are we going to call, Kennedy?
I think we're going to give Bernadette Evans a ring.
Bernadette Evans. Make sure you answer your phone, Bernadette. So I'm anxious to talk to Bernadette.
I know.
I've seen her on our show a lot.
Okay, it's ringing.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, Bernadette.
Hey, Blaine.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm so blessed.
Me too. We're so happy that you called in, and we're so happy you're watching today. I see your name come up a lot in the chat, and I know that you watch a lot of our shows.
I do. I try and watch them at least every Thursday, and I try to get on Tuesdays, but sometimes it's not possible, so I have to watch it in the replay.
Well, Bernadette, everybody's saying hi to you in the chat. And so I got to ask you, where are you located at, Bernadette?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Where are you located?
I'm in Paris, California.
Okay.
And I was talking.
So you're West Coast gal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell me, I've been asking everybody this. What is your go-to brand of machine, and what's your favorite machine?
Okay, for go-to brand, I have a brother that I love, and I have the Juki that I won from you guys at the end of last spring, and I love that. But as far as that, I grew up on Singers, and that was just because that's what my mom and my grandma had, and that's what I learned to sew on. And in school, I learned to sew on a Singer. But as I grew, I still have my Singer featherweight, but I don't use it as much as I used to. I go to my brother, and then I have a Burnett that I got for my dad's estate, and it's a 720. It's an older machine, but it's a good machine. Just needs to be tuned up right now.
Well, and you're right. I love the Brother brand as well. And speaking of, you said it needs to be tuned up. We do recommend, if you're using your sewing machine a lot, go take it into your local dealer, get it tuned up. That keeps that machine in tip-top shape and keeps it running. But so Bernadette, the Singer, you mentioned that the Singer machines that most everybody that's probably in the sewing industry or the hobby started out with a Singer. I can remember my mother sewing on her Singer, and way back in the day, she made all of our clothes for me and my two sisters.
Yeah, I did. I made a lot of clothes for my kids when they were little, but I'm not going to say how old they are. I just turned 64 in December, so I've been around the block with different types of machines, and it's been an interesting journey for me because I got out of sewing for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I just got back into it, like during COVID.
Well, you and so many people did the same thing. They found themselves stuck at home, couldn't go out and do anything. So a lot of people who had, tabled that hobby from way back in the day, they pulled those machines out and started using them again and kind of revitalized their hobby. And I'm so happy they did, because it's, now you're getting exposed to all these great machines with the newest technology. It's unbelievable, the sewing industry now.
Yeah. I actually have been looking at the Altair. I think this year, after I get moved, because I'm getting ready to move from California to Michigan. And so after I get moved up there, I'm going to go ahead and get an Altair.
Well,
I think
you won't be disappointed at all. That Altair
Oh,
is just a fantastic friend. So y'all, that's a Baby Lock. Altair is the brand. And it is a combination machine. It's a sewing and embroidery machine. And it is such a great machine, guys. I can't say enough. And Carly Bell was on our show a little earlier. Carly Bell has one of those, and she absolutely loves that thing. And for the technology that you're getting with that machine, the price point is really good on it. It's a great combination.
yes, I agree. I've been doing a lot of research over the last year, and I've been amazed at some of the different features that the Baby Lock has come up with, and even the brother has some fantastic features. But for me, I think when I did my little list of what I wanted out of the machine and what each machine had, I think Altair fit more of checked more of the boxes off.
Yeah, there's so many great machines. So yeah, hopefully when you get ready to get one of those, give us a call and we'll ship it right to your doorstep in Michigan, absolutely free.
I'm calling you guys. I'm not going anywhere else.
Well, we appreciate that. We thank you for being a SMP customer, and we thank you for being part of the SMP Nation, because I know I see you on here on the chat a lot, and we sure do appreciate you watching the show and sticking around with us.
I might be in San Marcos next Wednesday.
Are you really?
I have something I need to do down in Encinitas, so I think I'm going to stop by the store.
Well, when you stop by, tell everybody hi there. I know, Corey and Lynn and Laura and all the gang would love to see you.
Yeah, I was down there on the 30th of November, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, good. They have a lot of fun in the store. So, well, hey, Bernadette, thank you so much for calling in the show, and we hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on a future show.
Oh, absolutely. And you guys, all of you guys, the whole SMP crew over there, you guys are just awesome. You guys all rock. And you have a.
We love you, Bernadette.
Well, thank you so much.
We love you.
I mean,
All right, so let's make one more call, and then we're going to start going over some machines. Who we calling next, Kennedy?
Let's call. Let me see here. Let's see. We have a lot of people. A lot of people are coming in.
A lot of people are calling in, aren't they?
Let's call Miss Linda Jacobs.
Linda Jacobs. So, Linda, make sure you answer that phone.
Pick up the phone. Let's see.
There we go. It's ringing.
Hello, Blaine.
Hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
How are you?
I am awesome today, and I am so happy you picked up your phone, and I'm so happy you called in. And thanks for being part of the SMP Nation.
Oh, I've been ordering from you guys for years, but my happiest purchase was my SWF Mach 12.
Oh!
I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Big boy.
yeah, you got the, and Amber and I were just talking about this earlier. With embroidery machines that are on the market, that is probably, for the needles you're getting and all the stuff that comes with it, is by far the best value for the money you're going to spend on in the industry.
Well, yeah, I couldn't believe it when it got here, because when I watched your little demo during Hoop Fest, he said that it's a portable. You can take it to your classes. This thing arrived on a pallet. So,
Yeah.
but it's in my little sewing room, and I'm a happy camper.
Oh, good. It's a big boy. It's I think that thing weighs about 80 pounds. So you'll have to have two people to kind of move that thing around. But it's we're so happy that you bought one of those, because I know that's been a really big seller for us this year. A great machine, and the company that makes that, they're actually in the commercial world. They do the big multi-head embroidery machines that businesses buy, and they made that machine. It has all those industrial commercial features in it, but they made it down to where it's for a consumer. And so it is just a fantastic machine.
It's wonderful. I mean, I have, when I first got it, like she said, it intimidated me, because I was expecting a little Janome or a little Singer or whatever, and I get this palette, and I go, oh my gosh. But your people were so helpful. Chris and Robert, I mean, I called them almost daily. And I said, how come it's doing this? Because I've never been an explorer. I've been a tell me how to do it and I can do it kind of person. But it's a wonderful machine,
That's
So,
awesome. Yeah, Chris is our who she's speaking of. Chris is our service tech manager, and they're on the phones, daily, helping customers troubleshoot things or figuring things out. And then Robert is one of the salespeople that are in the call center, Robert Cook, and just fantastic guys. If you want great customer service and somebody that's very knowledgeable, everybody in our call center over there is that way. They're going to bend over backwards to help you out, and so that's pretty awesome. So tell me so how long have you been watching our live shows?
Well, it started with, I latched on to Hoop Fest 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And I watched it, and I got hooked on the first day, and I watched it every day. I kept watching the names fly by, and it never came up. My name never came up, and I thought, oh my. So then I got on the last day, and I ordered the 12 needle, and of course it was back ordered. But when I did get it, it was so exciting. So then I started watching your Takeover Tuesdays and your Thursdays, and COVID was miserable for a lot of people. So I spent my time watching you guys. So you've made my days a little brighter.
Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. So, well, hey, we sure do appreciate you calling in, and get ready because we're getting ready to give some stuff away. So good luck on that. Maybe you'll win something. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on a future show.
Well, my birthday's on Sunday, so think of me when those days fly by.
Happy birthday to you. And then,
Thank
hey,
you.
good luck. You never know, good chance to win. We're giving a lot of stuff away.
Okay, well, thank you. And you enjoy another 100 episodes.
We're going to sure try. Thank you so much and look forward to seeing you on the next show.
Bye, Linda.
Okay.
Bye, Linda.
Bye. Bye.
All right, guys. So we're going to get ready to give some stuff away. But first, I want to show some of the machines that we have kind of talked about. What's our first machine we're going to show today, Kennedy?
Let's show off. Let's start with SWF.
So we're going to start with the SWF. Since Linda's got one, we had Amber Bingham one. Guys, this is the SWF. The normal price on this is $9,999. And what's so awesome about this machine, why this has been such a huge machine for 2022, everybody is just flipped out over it. Not only is it 12 needle, you're going to get the stand that comes with it. You're getting the cap driver with 2 cap frames that come with it. And you're getting 5 sizes of hoops, 2 of each size. So you're getting a total of 10 hoops for it. And so with all of that stuff for $9,999, it is unbelievable. But guys, today we have a call-in special on it. I can't tell you what the price is on air, the special, because that the manufacturers have what they call MAP pricing. It's the minimum advertised price that I can show people. And so I have to, keep within the guidelines. However, if you call us, I can tell you what the price is. So give us a call, 800-401-8151. And if you're interested in one of these machines, and they're not back ordered anymore, so we have them in stock, ready to ship. And if you get your call in today before 3 p.m. Pacific time, there's a good chance it'll ship today. Mm-hmm. So it goes by freight, comes on a pallet, as Linda said. So again, guys, this is a fantastic machine. We can't say enough about these. And as you saw, Amber Bingham has 2 of them. She was one of our customers, bought 2, and now she's already wanting her 3rd one. So a great machine, great special on that. All right, so let's, what's our next machine?
Let's talk about the Baby Lock Array.
The Baby Lock Array. Again, guys, this was a new machine we got to put online this year. It is a 6 needle machine. The normal price on this is $11,999. Everybody, if you're a Baby Lock fan, you're going to fall in love with this thing. The interface on the screen, look how big that screen is. And again, this thing has, the IQ designer in it. You're going to be able to design, things in it. It is so awesome. It does a great job in embroidery. And again, give us a call right now. We do have a call-in special for this. I can't tell you what that special is, but it is going to be worth it if you're looking for a 6 needle. 800-401-8151. This is one of the most popular machines of 2022. All right, what's our next one, Kennedy?
All right, let's talk about the Brother PRS 100.
There it is, guys. We are giving one of these away today. The normal price on this is $4,999. This is a 1 needle embroidery machine. It has 4 spool thread holders on it, but it only takes 1 thread at a time. But it's very easily, if you want to change threads, you just cut the thread at the top, tie the other thread to it, pull it through. It has a self-threading needle on it. This is a unbelievable machine. Guys, we're giving one of these away, but we have a fantastic call-in special today. If you've been in the market for this and you don't win, give us a call today and order one of these. We have a great special on it. We have them in stock, ready to ship, and we have Synchrony financing available as well on any of the products you're looking at, that we can work with you on that as well. But this was one of the most popular machines of 2022. I'm telling, we sold hundreds and hundreds of these things, and everybody absolutely loves it. This is another machine that Carly Bell has that she absolutely loves, and she upgraded. She had a PE 770 Brother embroidery only single needle machine, and she upgraded from that to the Persona, and she said, that kind of just propelled her business and started it all. So Judy says, I need the PRS 100. Well, Judy, if you need one and you want one, you deserve it. So give us a call today. We're going to try to make it worth your while for the call. 800-401-8151 and give us a call and we can help you out there. And if you're on the website, you can just go to smplive.tv. You can click on that product in the banner and take you right to that page, or you can just go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. In the search bar, type in PRS 100. It'll take you right to the product page, and live chat agent can help you as well. And Joanne just said, taught lots of classes on this machine. Joanne has too. So I can tell y'all, I did these big events and Joanne taught the PRS 100 class, did a fantastic job on it, by the way. And this is one of Joanne's favorite machines too. And then when this first came out at Brother, Joanne was one of the pioneers behind, teaching that machine. And her and Cindy Hogan both just, took this machine and just showed everybody what you could do with it. So I think that's what made it so popular. All right, what's our next machine, Kennedy?
Brother PR680.
All right, the Brother PR680W. Now, guys, this is another 6 needle. This is from Brother. Now, again, the price on this is $11,499. And here's the interesting thing about the Brother. Brother was only available in the retail stores up until November 1st of this past year. And they allowed us to start selling it online and shipping it nationwide. It is all of a sudden been that dark horse. It has come out and has been a huge machine just in 2 months. From November 1st through the end of December, hundreds were sold of that machine because everybody loves the 6 needle. They love the Brother. And that will be my next one, Donna's saying. Guys, again, if you're in the market for a 6 needle, Brother or Baby Lock, you can't beat either one. And we have both of them in stock ready to ship and great specials on them today. So if you are in the market, just if you want to kick the tires and find out what kind of special you want to get, give us a call right now at 800-401-8151. No obligation to call, is there, Roger?
No.
Just call.
No pressure.
No pressure. Right, Kennedy? No. They can tell you all about it, tell you the specials. And, Robert, and we've talked about Robert Cook over there. He would love to talk to you. We got Max. Max is on the phones over there today. We got Jennifer. We got Gary. We have Sean.
Kelly.
Yep, Kelly. All of them are over there on the phones today. They'd be love to take your call. And again, we have all of our chat people on the live chat on the website. Would love to talk to you as well about it. So anyway, if you've been in that market for one of those machines, give us a call right now. All right, Kennedy, what's our next one?
Let's talk about my personal favorite, the Jazz 2 Beauty Combo.
This is the combo that I was talking to Nathan about. So guys, if you've been in the market for a quilting machine, a long arm quilting machine, this is the portable frame that we're talking about. The frame sits up on a tabletop on your kitchen table. It'll sit on your kitchen counters or your bar. If you have an kitchen island, it will sit up there. If you have a fold out table, you only have to have a 6-foot folding table you can put this on. Or you could even buy our Stay Perfect single lift electric lift table and it would fit on that. And but this is a fantastic machine, very portable. You can use it. And then the Jazz 2 is just a perfect combination because the Jazz 2, with the price point it is, with that 12-inch throat space, makes it to where you can do, king size quilts on here. And then you get a fantastic package with the Jazz 2. You get the sew mat. You're getting all those feet you see. You're getting the platinum protection plan with it. You get a thread kit with it. You get a bunch of needles that come with it. You get the Baby Lock sewed 60-day trial of those classes. So again, so many great things. Free shipping right to your doorstep. And again, guys, we got a great special on this. Give us a call today if you've been interested and even if you just want a cutie frame by itself, or if you want the Jazz 2 by itself, give us a call. We got a great special on both of those.
All right, Blaine.
All right.
19X Elite. Let's talk
All right, 19X Elite. This is one of the machines, Nathan at Grace came out with this year. The 16 came out, and then this 19X Elite. And I'm telling you, we absolutely love this machine. This has been a huge machine for us for 2022. A lot of people have bought this. And the great thing about this, guess what? This will fit on the cutie frame.
Will
So if you have a
That's
QD
great.
frame and you want to upgrade to a bigger throat machine, the 19 will fit on it.
That's a good combo.
It's a great combo. And then if you have even if you had one of the small hoop zone frames, it'll fit on that. So that's the great thing. It'll fit on all of the Grace frames. So if you already have a QD or a Q zone and you wanted to upgrade from a domestic to a long arm machine, these will fit on those frames. And again, you can put robotics on it. This thing is a really, really nice machine. And you know what, Roger? It just looks good.
Yeah.
It is so
I
sleek.
love the new design.
I do. It's
that Grace
so,
is coming out with
it's
these
just
machines.
so, I guess the word I'm trying to find is sleek and elegant.
Yes, I completely agree.
You know, it's not like the bulky looking kind of machine, industrial looking quilting machines of the past.
And there's a place for those types of machines too, but if you want
Right.
something here and now and the new machines, this is a great
Yeah.
one.
I just love the looks of this thing.
Especially if you have it out somewhere, not in a room or anything.
It's
having
like a
it on
conversation
display.
piece too.
It's not, loud looking. I mean, it's not loud either.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, just if you think about it, when it's if somebody walked in your sewing room and saw you have this 19 Elite on a frame in your room,
yeah.
it's going to that's the first thing they're going to see.
Yeah, that's the first
because
thing
it's
I'll
just
gravitate to.
it looks like this very sophisticated equipment, and it's just very good looking. So guys, again, we got a great price on this. Normal price is $76.99, I think it is, or $79. What is it?
$76.99.
Yeah, $76.99. So the normal price is $76.99. We have a call-in special on this. We have a couple different frame combos that we can combo with it as well. So give us a call, 800-401-8151. Or, you know what, just get on the website, type in 19 Elite. It'll come up on that product page. You can talk to live chat agents as well. All right, Kennedy, what's our
Now,
next
Blaine,
product?
We have to talk about our King Quilter sit down.
Oh, guys, y'all probably know this machine. This is our very own King Quilter. We have this made for us. These were huge in 2022. We launched this in 2022. This was a brand new product for us. It comes with that Quilt Vision table. And when we say Quilt Vision table, what that means is it has electric eyes or vision eyes, I guess, sensors on each side of the needle plate. And it senses how fast you're pushing that fabric, and it speeds or slows down depending on how fast you're pushing it. It also has casters available as an option that you can put on the table to roll it around. And it has extension tables that you can put on there to fold up to make that whole quilting service 6 feet wide. So it is, yeah, you can have a 6 foot by 30-inch wide table. Great combination here. And this machine has been huge for us. And again, guys, if you compare this to any machine on the market that is an 18-inch throat space sit down, we're going to beat their price so bad it's not even funny. And right now we have a call-in special for it. Give us a call. Again, if you want to take a look at it on our website, go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. In the search bar at the top, just put King Quilter, and the sit down and the stand up version will come. And speaking of stand up version, Kennedy,
Yeah.
let's show the stand up. Bam, there it is, guys. This is our 18-inch stand up version. You can have your choice of a 10 or 12 foot frame that comes with it. This is the Elite model, and we also have the standard model that doesn't have the rear handlebars, and it doesn't have those front adjustment handlebars. But this is the Elite. And guys, again, if you want to compare this to other 18-inch long arm machines on the market, hands down, our pricing is so much better. And we support this machine 100%. And again, the quality, this is, guess where this is assembled at, Roger?
What's that?
It's assembled in the USA.
Yes.
So again, you're getting, USA assembled and a great product. And we absolutely love this. And we launched this about 4 years ago, and it's well tested. And I know there's thousands of King Quilter customers out there will tell you they absolutely love this machine as well. So give us a call, 800-401-8151. And again, if you just want to go check both of those out on the website, just go up in the search bar and type in King Quilter, and it'll take you to the King Quilter page. You can see both of those, the long arm and the sit down version. All right, we got any other products we're highlighting, Kennedy? That was it, right?
But I think we need to get started with the giveaways.
We got to give some stuff away. So,
We're-
guys,
we've-
again, I wanted to say one more time to remind you, we have a lot of specials today and today only. If you didn't see us highlighted on the show, we're revamping a lot of the promotions throughout 2022. So if there was something you had your eye on back at one of the other shows and you didn't pull the trigger and get it, it is going to be on special again today. Give us a call, 800-401-8151. We have thousands of products that we're going to actually have discounts on today for the 100th anniversary or the 100th episode show, I should say. So if you've been having your eye on a machine, give us a call today to get all those pricing. We'll go through 6 p.m. Pacific time today.
Spoil yourself for 2023.
2020. Start the new year off right. All right. All right. So let's give some stuff away, guys. We're going to give some stuff away. And again, all you had to do is go like, share, comment on our Facebook, YouTube pages, and that enters you to win. And make comments right now on the live show, either on YouTube or Facebook. You can say hi, ask questions, whatever you want to do. And again, we're going to give some stuff, great stuff away. So the first thing we're going to give away today is some of our event bags. Everybody loves our event bags. There are 8 different colors. They have unique sayings on them. And these are $49.99 on our website, $9.99 individually. And we're going to give two lucky viewers one of these a day. So Kennedy,
Yep.
You have that wheel ready to go?
I do.
Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Okay, let me get going already. Let's do it.
Ruthen
Messick.
Messick.
Now, y'all are not going to try that middle name. Ruthen.
You want to try, Blaine?
I'm going to try it. Ruthen Tanahuk Messick.
Where did the N come from?
Good. It's almost Native American.
It may be.
Yeah.
So, Ruthen.
That's a really good try.
Congratulations. Ruthen's watching from Facebook today. You just won yourself a bag set. So go to our SMPLive.tv page. Scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize. Fill out the information, hit submit, and we'll get your prizes right out to you. All right, let's spin that wheel again, Kennedy. Let's get a second winner.
Woo. I think I saw Robert Cook on there. What are you doing on here?
Shelly Lynn. Shell Lynn.
Congratulations, Shell.
Shell Lynn is watching today from YouTube. So congratulations. You just won yourself a bag set. So Shell, do us a favor and go to SMPLive.tv. Scroll down to where it says claim my prize. Fill out all the information, hit submit, and we'll get those out to you. All right, coming up next, we are going to give one of our world famous sewing mats away. And guys, if you do not own a sewing mat for your machine, you're doing your machine a disservice. I'm telling you right now, get on there and order you one of these sew mats. These things are awesome. You got to have them for your sewing machines to sit on. But we have them 12 different colors now and 4 different sizes to choose from. It's a lot of them. And we have a brand new one that's coming. It hadn't got here yet, but we have a brand new one we're going to launch on one of the future shows. Stay tuned. It's awesome. But anyway, let's give one of these away. So Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Bam. Okay. Nakomi Butler.
Nakomi Butler, you just won.
Congratulations.
Nakomi, she is watching from YouTube today. So Nakomi, make sure you go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom where it says claim a prize, fill out the information, hit submit, and we'll handle it from there. All right, let's give one more of these away. Oh, and most importantly, Nakomi, tell us what size and color of sew mat you want.
Yes. All right, let's spin again.
Spin again. Erica, how you say last name? Kiros. Kiros. So Erica Kiros.
Congratulations, Erica.
So Erica's watching today from YouTube. You just won yourself a sew mat. So Erica, go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all that information, and most importantly, tell us what color and what size of sew mat you want, and we'll get that right out to you.
Yep.
All right. So coming up next is a 100th anniversary K132 Necky sewing machine we're going to give away. So a 100th anniversary machine to help us celebrate our 100th episode.
Good luck, everyone.
All right, so good luck. Let's go. Kennedy,
Yes.
spin that wheel.
Okay.
The suspense is killing me.
Yes.
Janine
Smirden.
Smirden. Janine Smirden.
Jean?
Janine.
Jean?
Is it Jean or Janine?
Jean?
Jean.
Jean.
I think Jean.
Well, Jean, I think it's Jean.
I'm not sure. Jean. No, I think it's Janine. Janine.
There's no
My
Janine.
name's smeared on.
It's not an R.
Miss
Well,
Smirden.
Miss Smirden.
Miss Smirden. There we go.
Janine, or Jean. There you go. He's saying it.
Smirden. Miss Smirden. There we go.
You
She's
guys,
watching
I
today
don't
from.
know who these people are. I don't know.
She's watching from YouTube today. So, Miss Smirden, go to SMPLive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information, hit submit, and we will ship your new machine, your new Necky K132, right to your doorstep absolutely free.
Congratulations, Jean.
Perfect.
All right.
Janine, or
Jean.
how about Jeanne?
Yeah, that's what I was
Jean-Ann.
thinking. Here's a New Year's
Yeah.
resolution for you, Blaine. We'll work on getting all of our names right.
I love it.
I'll never be
I
able
think it
to.
adds personality.
Well, everybody who watches the show knows I'm terrible at pronouncing names. And
We're sorry, Jean.
my worst subject in school was spelling.
I thought you were going to say
Can we do it?
No, spelling.
An SMP spelling bee for
Oh my gosh.
SMP Live?
Yep.
I'll crush it. I'll beat you. Who do you think would win, guys? Kennedy or Blaine?
Oh, I think Kennedy would
Comment
beat me in
below.
spelling. All right. So,
Spell it out.
all right. Here's our grand prize we are giving
Oh,
away.
man,
Oh my
Heart's
goodness.
pounding.
You guys.
Guys, we are giving a Brother PRS 100
Oh, I could see
single
it.
needle embroidery machine away. $5,000 machine.
Cross your fingers.
We're going to ship this free right to your doorstep. Guys, what an incredible gift. I got to say a big shout out there to Brother who helped me on this. They actually gave me a really, really good price to buy this for just for the show.
Thank you, brother.
And so thank you to Brother for doing that. And so anyway, are y'all ready? Is everybody ready?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, here we go. For the PRS 100, Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Guys, I'm so nervous. This is serious. Okay.
It's so quiet right now.
Susie C.
Congratulations, Susan! Happy 100th episode.
Susan C. She absolutely won the Brother PRS 100 embroidery machine, a $5,000 machine. So Susan, if you want to claim that prize, you got to go to SMPLive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out the information and what you won, and send that, hit submit. We will ship your machine to you as soon as we receive that stuff. So awesome. Congratulations for Susan. And got to say a big shout out to my girl Kennedy over here, kicking it. Got Rock and Roger. Thank y'all. We had Kyle. He was running the phone bank, so he's not in the studio in here. He was in another room. But great job on that, Kyle. I hope y'all let us know how you like the call-in show today. See if you like that. If you love it, we're going to continue to do it every Thursday. We're going to have a call-in section on it and let people get to talk and tell us what you're working on or what machine you're using, or if you just love SMP. So again, guys, thank y'all so much for joining today. We hope that you really enjoyed this show. Let us know in the comments after the show if you love the show and you're having fun. And again, thank y'all so much for joining in. I hope you have a great rest of your day today. Have a great weekend. And make sure y'all tune in next Tuesday with Kennedy for Takeover Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central. And then, guys, we'll be back in here on January the 12th, on Thursday next week. We'll be back here with another show with the whole crew at 10 p.m. Or 10 a.m. Central. 10 a.m. Pacific. I'll get it here in a second. And 12 p.m. Central time. So come and join us. We'll have another great show lined up for you. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week.
Thank
See y'all
you
later.
so much, SMP Nation. Woo!